Newcastle Fans TV watch along. I'm joined by Steve and Brandon. How are you doing today, lads?
Pretty good.
Good.
Good. Exciting for the game.
Good.
What about yourself?
What do you reckon the score is going to be today?
Steve, go ahead. I have a small think about this.
I don't like being the pessimist. I mean, the lineup is decent. There's still some questions, but I don't know. I don't rate Bruce. Obviously, I just think he's gonna find some way to screw this up. Probably I'm gonna go 3-0 Villa.
Really?
All right. Here's a fun fact. We haven't scored at Villa in the Premier League since 2013.
But that's today. We're gonna turn it around, so that's out of the question now.
I know. I'm just saying we don't have a great record at Villa Park.
Okay.
So.
Let me be the optimistic then, and I just go for the cheeky 1-0 win.
1-0 win. Brandon, do you want to bring the team up and we'll go through we'll go through the team?
Alright, sure. Can do. Let's add it like this. I'm just going to do like this. That's it.
Yeah, so obviously Freddie Woodman was the pretty much guaranteed only starter in this team, wasn't he? And then it looks like a back five of obviously Jacob Murphy, Shaw, Lascelles, Fernandez and Richie. And you've got Hayden, which will probably be the centre defensive midfielder, Willock, which hopefully bangs in the goals, Miggy, ASM and Callum Wilson. For me, I think the only person I would like to see in that team is Fraser instead of Miggy, personally.
Yeah.
Although last week he was quite alright. He had a few chances that shot on that hit the bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see it. I can see that. What do you guys make of Kraft not playing and Fabian Schär?
Bruce learned something for once, I guess.
Fair enough.
With Lascelles, obviously gives you that sort of leadership, doesn't he? Gives you leadership quality. So even if he's potentially having a bad game, he's still barking orders at everybody else. And I think sometimes with this set of players, we've obviously got a lot of quiet players where it's more their performance outweighs the perform better than the speak, if that makes any sense.
So, question for you guys: is this probably our best three centre backs we can start?
Yeah, essentially, I would say they're probably the best three.
Yeah.
Say that again, Liam.
They are probably the best three. We're probably still the best centre back in the summer, but that's not going to change out, is there?
And then we loaned out Kellen Watts.
Yeah.
I don't think we should have done that. I really don't think we should have done that. That was poor.
But that's what we always do.
Didn't he get a lot of time in preseason?
Yeah, I think he got quite a few minutes under his belt.
Yeah, so I don't get why he plays a good amount of preseason and then he played well, and then we sell Lejeune and then we loan out Watts. I don't think that makes sense.
I don't think there's a lot of pace in that back three, mind.
There isn't.
That's the only problem.
Aye. Although you have Matt Ritchie and Jacob Murphy who can, difficult one.
Matt Ritchie's not super quick, though.
It's funny actually that was Bruce's excuse when he did the interview at BBC Radio Newcastle, that he said he started Kraft for the pace in the back three. So, but I don't know if Kraft should be the man for that. Like,
do you want to bring the Villa team up, Brandon? We'll quickly go run through that.
Aye, no worries. Let me.
Whereabouts in America do you live, Steve?
What's up?
Whereabouts in America do you live?
New Hampshire. So it's near New York. It doesn't border New York, but it's near New York, Connecticut. We're under Maine, next to Vermont, and I live about 4 hours from Quebec.
Yeah.
4 hours from Montreal, yeah. So I border Quebec.
Liam, we got the starting lineup of Aston Villa.
Yeah, well, you've got Martinez, Cash, Canone, Mings, Young, Louise, McGinn, some name that I can't pronounce, Ramsey, El Ghazi and Ings. So what do we make of that lineup, lads?
They're missing their strongest players, I guess. Traore, Watkins, Trezeguet,
I
maybe
think
even.
Watkins is injured.
Yeah, he's injured. Aye.
Yeah.
And I think Traore is as well. And Trezeguet is as well.
What's his freaking...
I've never seen that
Trezeguet?
Ramsey play. Has anyone seen him? See if he's good or not? Or
Who?
Not
Ramsey?
Ramsey?
yeah,
I honestly haven't heard of him. Al-Ghazi's underrated in my opinion. I think he's pretty good. John McGinn, he's pretty all right too. Ashley Young, that's interesting.
Yeah. I
But
think that's
I think
probably saint-maximin has to attack him all the time.
Yeah.
well,
Like,
that's a
have
back
go at
four,
him.
isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
I actually think Ashley Young's in there at left back because what's his name? The other left back on Villa, Matt Target. He had a real bad game last week against Watford because Ismail Assar was just tearing through him. So I think
that
Bailey
lad,
injured.
Bundy, I think he's called. He was one that they signed from Norwich for like 30
Bundy,
million or
yeah.
something, wasn't it?
yeah,
Buendia.
Buendia.
And yeah,
Did you call him Bundy?
I'm terrible with pronouncing foreign names. Like,
So Steve, Liam, strongest man to watch out for in the Villa squad?
Ings.
I would probably say, probably Ings. El Ghazi's second though. I rate El Ghazi.
Yeah.
Brandon, didn't you think he should have been in the Netherlands squad for the Euros?
El Ghazi? I think he actually was. I think he was.
No, because
with...
Quincy Promes.
Oh yeah. Actually, you're right. Yeah. He got dropped just before the Euro started. Yeah, you're right. Instead of Quincy Promes. Yeah. He was in the big squad, but later he dropped out for the squad that
or whatever.
Yeah. So I think that's a mistake. Quincy Promes haven't been doing much for the Netherlands. He has a track record in the Netherlands, bad track record. He stabbed his nephew as well, so it's like a kind of different guy. I say it that way. So
you guys surprised that Twanzebe didn't get a start instead of like Mings or Konsa?
Give me a second.
Well, I think Mings is one of the worst centre backs probably in the Premier League. If you remember rightly, I think Joe Linton gave him a nightmare appearance last time we played them.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't swap around Twanzebe for probably Mings, but Mings is the leader, captain. So I mean,
should we go through some comments? Otherwise, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, guys. From Deathbane. Hope you guys get the first win today. I definitely hope so as well. Then we have a member of us, very well known in the community, Andrew. Hi all.
Andy.
Let's hope for a positive result today. Let's hope so as well, Andrew. I'm an optimist. Steve is the pessimist today, so we'll see what's going on. David, good lineup, to be honest. Let's hope Willock has the license to go forward. I think he will. Steve?
I think that's one of the only things that Bruce has gotten right for quite a while, is that he gives Willock that license to go forward.
Do you think Willock's going to be fit?
Why wouldn't he? I think
he didn't play at all in Arsenal's pre-season.
He did.
He scored
actually.
45 minutes against...
And he scored.
Hibs.
But 45's nothing compared. Like, most players.
That's true.
If you look at like some of our players, they've played nearly every minute of every game in the pre-season.
Yeah.
Although I think like 45 is better than nothing, and he probably has been busy training, so I would like to hope so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Aye. And otherwise, you can always take him off 60th minute. And
for who?
Good question, actually.
I don't.
What, Willock? I want Willock, yeah.
Aye.
You would probably put Sean Longstaff as the natural replacement. Because I think Sean's a lot better going forward than he is going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for more than a defensive midfielder, I would probably use Mary, but he's not even in the squad again. So I don't know where his future is.
There's rumours that he's going to Championship team, and then he's signing a year contract.
I wouldn't blame him. He needs minutes, man. I mean,
Yeah.
how old is he now? 19, 20? 19, right?
Older.
Is he older?
Yeah, he's like 22.
Let me look that up real quick.
I could be wrong.
I'll check it real quick. He's 21.
21.
We got some other comments as well. Brendan Linda stuff. Tuned in from Cape Breton. I don't know where that is.
Breton, yeah.
You know where that is, Steve?
I don't, but I swear I've heard of it before. Sounds familiar.
We got a comment actually from Tembo. Richie should have been dropped. Like, do you guys agree?
Yeah, I was thinking Lewis should have came in. I know I wasn't Lewis's biggest fan last season, but I think the kid's got to get his chance. And Richie essentially wasn't he not at fault for 4 goals?
Yeah.
I don't think you can blame it to just one person though. The goals, but he wasn't playing his part for sure. Do you agree, Steve?
Yeah, I would say so. He had a real bad game defensively, at least. I mean, that was good. I think he assisted the Jacob Murphy goal, right? Richie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he assisted that, and that was pretty much it. The first half we were all right, but the second half just fell apart. Nightmare, but yeah. We'll see.
Then we have Ronan Taro. Heads off, Brendan. You know the drill. What you mean with you know the drill? I don't know what you mean, mate. We have Andrew.
Wearing the hats.
Oh, probably, yeah. Andrew again. Hope you guys all well. What's your predictions? We just went over it. For me, it's 1-0. For Steve, it's 3-0 to Villa.
3-0 Villa. I can't. I don't believe in Bruce. He just finds a way to fuck it all up. He really does.
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle.
All right, I like the sound of that.
I hope I'm wrong. Believe.
Lewis is also an optimist instead of a pessimist like Steve. 2-0, hoe de lads.
I'm a realist. That's no pessimism.
Well, we'll see about the end in 90 minutes. Then we have someone watching from Twitch. Don't forget, you can also watch us through the chat, NFTNewcastleFansTV.com on Twitch. Yo, folks. That's actually pretty true what Graham is mentioning here. I think the team more or less picked itself. You can make a few cases, like you said, Liam, Richie instead of Lewis.
Yeah.
But apart from that, like you mentioning our back three not being too pacey enough, but could we play a pacey back three or at least one of them? I mean, yeah, Kraft, but I don't think none of you is fan of him.
No, Kraft is no.
So could he gone different?
I think the defenders we've got, you couldn't go with a flat back four, and I don't think we've got a natural right back, unless you wanted
Manquillo maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Actually, we have something we can show the guys or the people watching here, as most of our team is actually down in Birmingham. We have some videos sent over on our private WhatsApp group. I think we should play them. They're quite entertaining. Yeah. What do you guys think, Liam?
Yeah, I play them, mate.
All right. Okay.
Well, repeat it for the camera. See it back three. You don't want to see it back three?
I do. No, he just wants to see a nil crap. That's all he wants to see.
I don't know if Willock really fit to be starting now. That's the thing.
Yes, of course he is.
Fuck it.
Come on, you muggies!
we need him, whether he's fit or not. You having Kraft starting, Chris?
No chance.
How squashed did Harry look in that taxi there, by the way?
Very much. But it looks like a good away day for sure. Especially being
I
in
like
that
that little gazebo bit outside. I think that looks quite good.
The what?
The gazebo, like the shelter thing that they were outside in.
No.
The
What's that?
literally plastic top thing that they were standing outside in.
Oh, like the tent, so to say.
Yeah, tent. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, mate. It's just my English. Do you guys actually agree with this comment? Or Lascelles should have been on the right side of the back three, not in the central. Used to play right back.
I think
Do you
Lascelles
guys
should
think?
always be in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with you.
I get that. That's a good point that he used to play right back. I don't know. I think Shaw. I like the fact that Shaw is next to Murphy because Murphy actually has something about him to go forward, and Shaw is our best player coming out from the back. I would argue going forward to play out from the back, but we'll see.
Actually, I saw today totally off topic though, but on Facebook I read a news article that Martin Dubravka's injuries, his scars got infected, so it looks like he's longer out for a while. So I think we'll probably will stick with Darlow the rest of the season, or will it still be Freddie Woodman if he doesn't mess up?
Yeah.
I think if it's between Darlow and Woodman, I think as long as Woodman doesn't make a mistake, he'll stick there. But I think as soon as Dubravka's fit, Dubravka will come in.
I don't know if it was Matt or Carl last weekend. They mentioned that Freddie Woodman was quite a bit lot. I've never realized actually that he was such a big lot. I always thought he was like a youngster and like quite small. But I'm probably wrong. I've never seen him in real life, of course. But is he?
I'll see how big he is, Freddie Wood. He's 1.88 meters, whatever that is in foot.
1.88.
Mm-hmm.
So that's almost my size. I'm like 191. So I would say I'm quite tall. So okay, he's quite tall, especially for football players. Football players are small as fuck mostly.
But goalkeepers generally aren't they?
Well, I know one goalkeeper who isn't though. He got small arms.
Mr. Pickford.
Yes.
Played unbelievable in the Euros and terrible at Everton.
Yeah, well, if he keeps it that way, I'm fine with it. Roger Perfect, do you think Almiron need to start performing better or could lose place to Fraser or Big Joe? Is there room for Big Joe anyway?
I think he will eventually lose his place to Fraser. Because obviously Miggy's real job is to provide goals and assists, and if he's not doing that, then there's really no point of him being there. So I think they'll just rotate it. They'll rotate the team eventually between the three of them. Because you can't really drop ASM unless he has an absolute shocker, like, can you?
But for a few games, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, ASM is the first one you put on the starting 11. That's the first name you write on, in my opinion, together with Wilson, probably.
Yeah.
Will we see a lot from Joe Linton this season?
I hope not.
Well, I would like to give him one last chance, I guess. The optimist that I am, probably.
Sure.
I mean, like Bruce mentioned in the interview as well, like he finally found out that Joe Linton isn't like a striker. He's more like a winger player. He's like a winger. So let's give him maybe, if someone picks up an injury, Fraser, ASM or whatever, we can give him a few chances for the 3 or 4 games, something like that. If it's shit, I think we should sell him in the winter.
Yeah.
How much would you reasonably? How much do you think would get for him?
I think you should be happy if you can still get 12 mil out of him. 12. Talking about euros, so that's probably like what, 10 million pounds?
Yeah,
I guess,
roughly.
sort of. But I don't think Ashley will cash in on that money.
Maybe we could sell him to Chinese Super League.
But would they offer more than 10 million quid?
Probably they overpay for a bunch of players.
Rondon maybe as well. I don't know how much. Or was he on the free actually?
Who?
Rondon?
Salomon Rondon. He went on the free with Benitez, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think we'll bring in players into the summer by the end of the transfer window?
There is talk of the. Wait, I saw that today. What was it again? It was actually on the Newcastle Fans TV Facebook page.
I've seen James Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, really?
Yeah, the Everton player.
Yeah, I know exactly who it is, but I don't think that's very likely, is it? He probably has hefty wages as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Who posted it actually? Let me see. There was talks of here it is. The Daily Echo are reporting NUFC and UFC are closing to signing Tottenham defender Cameron Carter Vickers. Oh, you actually posted that, Liam.
I don't. He had
to be honest, I've never heard of him before. So you guys have to.
He had a terrible game for Tottenham. They played in the Europa Conference League playoff round against Paços de Ferreira, and he had a horrible game. But I would probably take a risk. I would like it as a USA fan, but I don't know.
It's only 3.2 million as well.
What?
3.2 million.
3.2 million they're saying.
Low
it's
risk.
Nothing in compared to today's transfer market, but I mean, probably the fat cockney bosses probably wouldn't get his wallet out. Let's see. You're leaving again, Steve?
Trying to find a different controller to use because I like listening to the game. I just can't find it.
This is actually very true what Andrew was saying. El Ghazi has a habit of scoring versus us. If I remember right.
Yeah.
That's also a good comment as well from Panav Java. El Ghazi is inconsistent. Kind of agree with you.
Yeah. The Liverpool game's finished 2-0 now.
I assume Liverpool won, right?
Yeah.
They play Burnley, right?
What, sorry?
They play Burnley, right? Or
yeah.
Let me find the game now. HQ, we're not showing the game. It's just a watch along. We will be watching the game and giving our opinions about the game or whatever. And if we are lucky enough to score today, you will see us cheering. That's basically it. But it's you can always join in here for the discussion and everything. That's where the watch along is for. We will show you guys comments. And if you like our content, you can always become a member on YouTube. Where I just have to find the game. Let's see where it is. Do you guys think we can get a result if we start off the first half of last week? You think we can get a result?
If we play like that the whole game, then sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see.
Obviously, the pen wasn't a pen, but I think they were going to score anyways, weren't they?
Yeah, that game was only going one way. To me, that penalty was meaningless because our heads dropped as soon as it was 2-2. That second half is atrocious.
Where's the game? Aston Villa Newcastle. There you go. I got it. What channel are you guys watching on? I'm watching it on beIN Sports on my Dreambox. But we will probably set all the timers together on the same time, so we have like the same spontaneous reaction, so nobody has to bite their lips or whatever or spoil it. Love my ass of haha says Richie is class. I like Richie, to be honest, but
he's got some good intangibles like the leadership quality. He puts in effort.
At least the guy have character and fighting spirit, and that's sometimes lacking of other players that we play for us.
That's a good intangible to have, but his ability sometimes there's a lot of questions. But
I don't think you're wrong there, mate. Oops. Has any of you guys kicked off already, or? Oh, being
Not yet.
Sports just says we are playing a formation of 3-4-1-2. According to being Sports.
But they know now. They told Rafa Benitez to go and buy, go and spend his own money to sign players, so you can't really trust what they say.
Oh wait. I didn't charge my laptop. Let's put in the charger real quick. Otherwise the stream is over quite quickly.
Who's kicked off yet?
No, not yet. I'm still on the lineups of both teams on the field. What about you?
Can't even find the game yet.
What that?
Game's about to start for me, it looks like.
I just see Willock giving like a hug to, who was it? ASM. For me, it's about to kick off.
I'm still on some adverts.
Game's on. Game's on for me.
Okay. Pause it just a little bit otherwise. Liam,
just watch it until everyone's on. Do you know what I mean?
Try this website.
Yeah, he's goal. HEL. Yeah.
Just shut up. Can't say that too much.
Which game? Please pick the right one.
They're taking the knee now for me. Steve, do you mind pausing it at least to be level with me? I just kicked off like 5 seconds in.
Let me find out how to. So. Oh, shit. No, I don't want to exit.
Offside for Villa.
I'm well behind yous.
Wait yet? You haven't kicked off yet? Oh,
I just got 1 minute.
1 minute. Can you pause it for like 30 seconds? I'm 30 seconds now.
I can't pause it because I'm on
your Xbox?
playing TV.
Okay, awesome. So I'm like 30 seconds behind you. Why do always have the Americans have the benefits of all? I don't get it. David, cute.
Careful. Gazi.
What do you guys think of the away kit?
It's sick. Beautiful.
Totally agree.
Really.
1 minute and 25 seconds in.
Okay.
So I'm 20 seconds ahead of Liam. Brandon, I'm probably what?
I'm at 1:20 now.
So I'm like 30 seconds. Okay.
So I'm lost again, like always.
It's not on a channel for anyone watching. It's on like streaming sites.
Well, I'm watching it on Bein though. But it's probably like some sort of Arabic commentator or Russian or whatever. But
I hate when that happens when you're trying to watch the match and obviously the commentators in a foreign language. So you just just haven't got a
I like
clue.
watching. Like I have the
Spanish commentators or Brazilians is that's passion. I don't mind that. Like
I don't mind watching a game. Like if it's a domestic game in Portugal, if it's in Portuguese or whatever. I don't mind that.
What is a domestic game? Sorry, mate.
Like a league match.
Oh, okay.
Like a Russian team playing a Russian team.
Right. Okay. Two minute 37. No, free kick for Villa.
3:11.
Oh no, it's just playing on El Ghazi with a dive.
I'm on 3 minutes and 2.
Wow. I'm 20 seconds behind you, Liam.
We're all within a minute of each other.
Palace and Brentford. Let's see.
You're watching the Brentford game as well?
Yes, on this. Oh.
Who's Brentford playing?
Brentford playing Palace.
They were shocking last week, right? Spellers.
3 sexy men. Damn right. El Ghazi. Too high. Nice start to the game.
Dejan, he loves Arabic commentators. They're always so hyped, and even when nothing has happened, that's quite true, actually. Fair enough. Adam of NFTV, thank you very much, mate. We know.
Yes.
That's why they chose. That's why they chose off to
Very
do
sexy.
the watch along instead of being at the game. Has to be a difference, isn't it?
On. Oh, is he onside?
Outside.
No. No.
1-0 to Villa.
No.
Well, by the looks of Steve, I don't know. But
Shit.
what happened, Steve?
You'll see.
No, I've just seen it. Just seen it.
Wilson's got to put that away.
Oh, it was a chance for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it now as well. Poor finish, man.
He's got it, and he was played onside by the defender, fucking it up.
That has to be a sitter, mate. That has to be a sitter. She even giving offside.
I'll give Callum Wilson the benefit of the doubt, but you want.
I know, but like a player of the quality of Callum Wilson mostly have to.
ASM, there you go.
He has to. What's going on?
It was a good ball though I think it was from
Yeah.
Fernandez.
Yeah, that really was.
Just wide, like a. What's it? It's like a yard out.
I do what I want. I ate pizza last time, Adam, so you cannot say out. At least I'm closing my mouth this time.
Listen, I'm again foul. There you go.
Oh.
It's not cool to snack live.
There, Johansson. He has to score that. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I would have. Oh, just cleared off the line. Barbara says the Newcastle shirt makes any man sexy. No homo, but I guess I agree. Barbara, you have an answer. Ranger stop will make you wear.
Ranger! Let's fucking go.
Here he is, the legend, the other American, Jay in Atlanta. The black kid is class. I totally agree with you, Jay. It looks, it's like classy and good at the same time. It looks really well. Is it probably over the last 10 years the best away kit we had so far?
Yeah.
I think it's like the obviously, is it orange lines or white lines?
No, like
I think like mixed between, probably.
Gray.
No, I mean the lines on the stripe on the shirt. It's like, it looks like, is it gray? I don't know. Will you guys order? Will you guys order the away shirt?
No, I generally get the home shirt for Christmas off my mum every year. So,
Oh,
not Man City already 1-0 up.
Yeah,
Hmm?
makes sense.
Would I
think
play?
Palace just hit the bar. I think Gallagher. Oh, he
Who's
did.
Who's City playing?
Norwich.
Norwich.
Okay.
Norwich. Yeah.
Sorry, Ross. I just can't be too arsed about the other teams, to be fair. So I got you a good Christmas present, probably, Liam.
What?
I'll probably buy you the away shirt.
The weird shit. So people are saying it's a cruel own goal.
It was a what?
A cruel own goal.
Tim
Krul's
Krul.
own goal.
Yeah.
Not a cruel own goal. Damn Dutch.
Sorry, don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame my parents.
Wilson.
Mm.
Defend that. Get it out.
Who's that, like Liam?
What?
Who's that?
What?
Oh, I thought I heard something like a dog or something.
I don't know.
Oh, that's my dog. I got two
Oh,
dogs.
I thought it was Liam's because he was looking downstairs. I thought he looked to the.
Oh no,
dog,
I'm just eating it just where my food is.
What you eating, mate?
Just popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
Salt or sweet?
Sweet. I
Because-
can't. I don't understand how people like salted popcorn.
Yeah, I'm a fan of sweet as well. I'm just going ahead of the comments because when you said popcorn, I'll definitely people will ask you is sweet or salt. When I'm going to the cinemas, I always order like nachos,
Yeah.
of course, with some salsa mix, guacamole. It's good shit. Yeah, that one. You were just ahead of me, mate.
Cisco Moscow.
For anyone that's asking, it's not on Sky or BT in the UK. You've got to find like a streaming website that's streaming off there.
Wait, so it's just not on TV for you guys?
Yeah. So generally, if it's a 3 o'clock kickoff, it's not on telly.
How though? Like that's mental, man.
I think it's because it encourages more people to go to the game if they're at the game, if they're in that city essentially.
But that's so fucking stupid because with COVID you have only a limited amount of people who can go in. So what's the problem?
not here. We don't. We went
Full capacity.
back to full capacity.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's crazy because I can watch every single Premier League game with Peacock in the US. That's nuts.
Liam,
Yeah.
Liam, is this actually family of yours?
No, no,
Oh,
he's not.
fine.
I don't have a Joshua here in my family.
Okay, just asking. It. Why is everyone keep asking like how you guys are watching?
Well, it'll be because
Oh
obviously,
yeah, just like you said.
yeah.
Just go to his goal, and I will not name the website. So you have to figure out if it's like .nl, .co.uk, .com, .net. I don't know. Just Google his goal, and you'll find it probably.
Go.
Don't,
Pass the fucking Willock. Come on.
Steve, you're gonna piss me off all the time when you say go. It also sounds like goal. So don't do that shit anymore. I'm joking, mate.
How did you start supporting Newcastle, Steve?
About 2 years ago.
Really?
About 2 years, yeah.
Did you ever experience Rafa still as manager? No, you didn't, right?
I watched a few games because I've been watching Premier League for a while, but I've seen a few Newcastle. I'm pretty sure I've watched a few games under Rafa, but I had no connection to Newcastle at that time because I got this shirt right here, that Puma one. So I used to work at the YMCA in Exeter, like 5 minutes from my place, and I used to work with kids, and I would play sports with them in the gym while their parents worked out. And so one of the kids was really into football, and his dad was from Newcastle. And I got close with him and his mom, and they bought me a shirt just out of the blue. So, and I'm like, all right, they're one of my teams then. That's cool.
That's nice of them, to be fair. Like,
yeah, and it's a legit. It's the what is this? I think this is what, the 2018-19 third?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 17-18. I think it's 2018-19 third shirt. So
I actually supported Newcastle since 2014. I was doing some trips with my dad and some
you
friends.
lived in Newcastle for a bit, right?
Yeah. After that, first I just attended some games, taking the ferry from Amsterdam to Newcastle. and then I had the opportunity to work abroad as like a plumber, and then I thought like, if I have this chance, I want to live in Newcastle for like a while, for a year. So because I wanted to attend more games, because the crowd, the fans, they just made me fall in love with the club probably.
Yeah.
And I had to go there.
And actually, didn't you, Brandon?
Yeah, I lived in Fenham.
No Shields.
I worked close to you. I worked for Ruffles Plumbing Services in North Shields. Sometimes I had to work at the dark side, South Shields.
South Shields isn't actually the dark side. It's split.
But that's more where Sunderland people live, right?
It's weird. It's a massive split. Like you could just split there's half Newcastle and half Sunderland, and then obviously now you've got South Shields playing really well, and I think they're in the league below the conference. So
I got a funny story actually when I was working there, because I was still an assistant plumber, because I was still learning. So I always had to go with like an older guy. He was like in his 40s, Gareth. Yeah. He was a proper Newcastle fan as well, or is, I guess, still. So one day we had to go to South Shields, and we had to do a combi swap at someone's house in South Shields, and it was like a Sunderland fan. His whole house had like pictures of Sunderland and all that shit. He said this. And it was on a Monday. He said, if my Mondays couldn't even start worse, this is probably the worst Monday I can ever think about. And he almost didn't spoke a word to the guy. It was just me communicating with the client and shit. He didn't even want to accept a cuppa. It's no joke. That for me, it was just so fucking laughable, mate.
What did you just make of Steve Bruce on the radio?
I actually liked it. People say he wasn't really tested, but I heard later on I heard that the BBC Newcastle radio were asking what you're about to ask or something. So that I also don't think you want people to cuss at him on radio though. So that's probably why they did it.
They do that every time there's a radio show though. So say if you try to go on any radio about what the subject is, they'll ask you what you want to speak about.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I can't really blame them, because you have some people out there who will go file against him, and I get it somehow. But I actually like I said in the WhatsApp group as well. He seems like such a decent bloke. He just shouldn't be your manager. But
yeah,
I kind of understand a little bit more of his thinking, the way of what he's thinking. I'm not saying it's the right way of thinking, but that makes some sort of notable decisions a little bit more clear. If I knew he would come on and I would call in, I would probably ask him why do you change so late sometimes, and it almost doesn't make any effect. And I don't think that question was asked, so I thought it would be a good question.
They probably had some. They probably had to have someone to pick out the ones where it's just oh fuck you, Bruce, I'm gonna fucking
But I also don't want that on the radio, not just for us fans, but also not for Steve Bruce. He gets already a lot of stick and abuse actually.
But he sees a lot of people that when they see him in the streets don't actually say anything bad.
Yeah,
so, but then he gets fan mail, and it's oh, you're awesome, but then he's saying,
but that's the thing, right? That's the thing. He gets abused, but it's mostly about keyboard warriors, and when they see him in real life, they don't have the balls to actually say what they would have said. It's like anonymous, right? It's easy to say from behind your computer screen and blah blah blah.
Well, it's all them people that abused, obviously the three lads that missed the pens. They wouldn't have said that them with the face, would they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. ASM is down. Is he up again? You guys are ahead of me, so
he's still down on mine, mate. No, I think is he back up?
Yeah, he's back up for me. Yeah.
Maybe for you, but not for us. Maybe he stays down on our stream. Who knows?
Richie is very slow. Did you see him on the wing there?
Yep.
No, I don't. Not yet.
The thing with Richie is...
Yeah, I'm about to see it now. He's getting older, isn't he?
If he gets in the right position, he'll put a good ball in, but it's just him getting there.
Yeah, he's probably getting older and losing some pace. And he probably lost his magic hat, I guess.
Yeah.
Richie, bring that in. Cross.
Our neighbours across the way are 3-0 up after 19 minutes.
Hey, Wilson went down.
Can you just take over from me a little bit, Liam? I'm just going to the loo real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. David, why don't you like Richie for? And then Jody Jedi up the heat. Should this be a pen?
That's what it wasn't a pen.
I don't know.
They're playing now. I don't think it really was. It just looked like a tussle in the box. Both guys are going for it, so. Aye! Offside. Danny Ings. Ooh. Danny Ings got in behind our defense, right through Lascelles.
Oh, I'm must be very close behind you. I'm on 34.
1-0 Freiburg over Dortmund. First half end. Wow.
Oh, Gateshead are 2-0 up, not 1-3 before, so. Supposedly Everton are quite bad at the moment with obviously Mr. Benitez.
Jeez. 26 possession.
Back again, lads.
Fair point. I think his crossing is quite good when he doesn't mind. I disagree that he can't slow play down, but I do think when he crosses the ball, it's generally a good cross.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Why are you wearing a body warmer in the house?
Because it's pretty cold here. That's why.
Turn the heating on.
In summer, I don't know. I never turn it on.
To be fair, it's raining here, so I can't really compare it.
It's quite like you can sort of see behind me. It's like a cloudy day as well. Yeah, not raining though, luckily.
Brentford. Oh, block. Ooh. So I got 6 games on right now. Jesus. Glad we're not in the highlighter away kits anymore. What do you think of these kits? I like them, Chris, actually. They're pretty nice.
Brandon, my pal, says you remind him of Rafa Nadal.
Rafa Nadal? I never heard that before.
I don't know why.
Okay, what the fuck? Thanks, I guess. I don't know. Is that a compliment? Well, I would be rich as fuck though if I would be, but Rafa Nadal. So I look Spanish.
Yeah.
Like the optimist that I am, I would take it as a compliment at least.
True.
Although, how old is he though? Like, let me Google that. Shit
Young enough to be a professional tennis player, so.
He's wait. Jesus. How old is the guy? 1986. So that's like 40.
Jack Grealish is scored for City.
He's 30. He's 35. So I look like a 35-year-old guy. Good to know.
He's still a very good-looking 35-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I know. I got my baby face going, man. I just cannot grow a facial hair, man. I don't know what it is. So if people have some cheats for it,
nice
drop them down in the comments.
Wow. Go, Miggy, go! Stop. No, because he started charging forward, and then all of a sudden just like, what are you fucking doing? And then now Villa. Oh.
I hate when he turns back on himself, like.
Yeah.
So, guys who are watching the live stream, we're actually quite international today. We have an American, a Dutch guy, and someone from your own home country, an English guy. What do you guys think of the setup? Most of them are. I think almost everyone is at the game, right? Or except Adam.
Adam and Josh. Adam's away because it's his birthday.
Oh, why? So yeah, it's quite a new setup for the watch along.
Yeah.
What you guys think? How it's going? It feels quite a little bit weird though. Like not weird. Like more comes down to me and Liam, while we're used to be just the Facebook lads.
Mings is bullying the hell out of ASM, pulling his shirt and all that.
Oh
shit.
yes, too.
Yeah. All right, set piece.
Because if Mings is turned around, I could do a cuppa and still be quicker than him.
Yeah.
All right, Kirsty.
Kirsty.
Yeah, she's me friend.
ASM cross. Yes.
Say that again.
She's my best friend's
Foul!
sister.
What's going on, Steve?
It's a fucking foul.
Oh, okay, I get it. Oh fuck. She's your friend? Oh, was it the friend that said I look like Nadal?
No, that was a different friend.
Oh, hi. You got loads of friends. You got at least 2. I wish I did.
I love how Wilson always gets in scraps, doesn't he?
Is that a pen?
Yeah.
Murphy going down. Young going going mental and Minks picks him
All
up.
right, so Murphy goes in. Oh, you! God damn it, dude! Stop fucking flopping! Oh my god,
Stop what? Flopping? What's that?
Murphy! Just now.
Flopping? What is flopping? I don't know what it is.
Diving.
Diving.
Oh, okay. Just say diving,
Like-
man. Then I get it.
Yeah, or simulate where
That
you're like,
was definitely a
oh.
dive, like.
All right.
There's nothing to look at. On
Ashley Young couldn't see anything. He was the worst of it ages ago.
Yeah. Didn't Ashley Young start his career at Villa?
Yes, I think.
Before he went to Man United, I think.
Yeah, look.
Can we already answer this question from Graham Morton? How's Willock getting on
Doing
earlier?
all right.
People said it was a penalty. Don't know.
He dived. That was a dive. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Said I was fine, enjoying the team. Good mate. Good to know.
Thanks, Dayan.
Yeah, it's Aston Villa, Man U, Inter Milan, and then obviously back to Villa.
Yeah.
Lucky it's not a booking. Yeah, I agree with Devin and Barbara. How you're watching? Like
I live in the US, so I can watch every single Premier League game.
I live in the Netherlands, so I watch through my Dreambox. I have like all TV channels of all over the world, even from Zimbabwe if you want.
That's crazy because my mom was telling me that she has a friend in Germany because she's German, so she has some friends from there, and they say
country?
that, huh?
What country?
Germany, Deutschland.
Never heard of it. Who are those?
But so I can watch every Bundesliga game also on ESPN Plus, and same thing in Germany. They don't show all the games on TV.
Yeah, because they have to. I think they have to pay for it though, because they buy the rights from the Premier League, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes the Dutch broadcasters also don't show the game of Newcastle because it's not like one of the bigger teams. Especially
Yeah.
like for now they don't broadcast this game. Newcastle, Aston Villa, they think like who wants to watch this shit? Cold stolen. Brucey Ball actually looking more positive than Rafa Ball. Rafa out here with 23% for fuck's sake. Do you guys agree with this? I guess a bit though. Like, but I'm a little bit sick of it actually that we keep comparing Bruce to Rafa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
about
a
you
dumb
guys, but
that's a dumb comparison because Rafa knows not he actually has a plan and he puts players in the right position, and it all makes sense. And one thing that I did look up because I was hearing it from I think it was Jay was talking about that he liked, he likes listening to, Thogden. Thanks, man.
You know him?
That's not Thogden. That's not Thogden.
You got hyped for a little bit though. I don't know who's
I
fucking.
know, I did, but
He might be famous in the US, I guess. Or
He's quite a big YouTuber from what I know. If it is the real person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
so what's he doing on YouTube?
What do you mean? What's he doing on YouTube?
I don't know the guy.
Oh, he goes around he watches loads of England games, I think.
Yeah, he makes vlogs. He was at the Red Star versus Cluj game on Tuesday. Actually, in Serbia.
Red Star is crazy though, Belgrado. I still have on my bucket list to go to Red Star Belgrado against Partizan Belgrado. That game is fucking mental. That's one of those.
Yeah, me too.
But I will probably stick mostly with Bani Kostrava games. It's easy to go to when I'm Czech Republic. Oh, that's your friend. He's chatting away with his friends.
Let's go.
She any fit?
Well, she's like a little sister of hers, so I'm not really gonna say if she's fit or not.
I don't want to put you on the spot, mate. How old is she? How old is she, mind?
I'm not telling you, you pervert.
1-0 Everton over Leeds. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Damn.
She's grabbing another beer.
I've got him in my team as well. I'll get in.
Thogden and Thogdetter. Villa plan was passed to Grealish and Ugly. We'll see how it goes. Because they brought in, 4 players?
Well, they've obviously brought 4 players in to replace one, haven't they?
Yeah, they're trying to spread the goals and assists and the play around.
Now it's really happening on my screen. I think they'll just talk to themselves, or it's going to be a free kick, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It would.
Sounds stupid, but for so far I've seen of the game, it really looks like a 0-0 game.
Yeah, no, that's true. No one's like Grealish. That's true. But that's why he went to Man City. So we'll see how he does. Everyone wants to know how we're watching.
Yeah, I know. It's just go on Google and type in like live stream Newcastle Aston Villa or something. You might find something, or type in his goal. You might find it there as well. Callum Hunter, obviously that's always Newcastle United, even if you're down 0 something. Stupid question.
Accents Lacroix. Fucking finally, a Spartak goal. Ezekiel Ponce.
There are the lads. Do you guys know how much people went to the game actually from the Newcastle fans? How much were allowed?
Sold out.
50,000?
It's sold out, but what is the capacity of sold out?
What, at Villa Park?
Hi.
I think it's just below 3,000.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the previous game, yeah.
That's a decent turn up, right?
Yeah?
How's that a foul for Villa?
I don't know.
On Wilson from Ashley Young.
Buendia. Careful.
Brandon, just 2,000.
Oh, aye. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Andrew. Just seen the warm-up shirts of Newcastle United. I'm not a big fan of it, actually. Sort of goldish, sort of orange. I don't know. You seen it?
Yeah, I actually like. It's like a gray and orange kind of thing.
No. I mean the across the line they're warming up in it. It's not gray. It's just like have a look. You might see it.
Oh, I think we're talking about different training tops because they have
Yeah, I
the blue
think so.
ones and black.
Yeah, true. But they have different
Then
ones
they
as
have
well.
the
Like
orange and gray, and then what? There's another one.
yeah. Just look at on the side of the line.
Right.
The players warming up. I think it's Fraser warming up, and I forget who else. But I'm not a big fan of those.
I don't even. It doesn't even seem like we're going even toward. It seems like it's all going on the wings, doesn't it? We're not even trying to go down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I've barely seen anything of Joel Willock and Hayden the day.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Joe Willock, he can score out of mouth.
Get it out.
He can score a goal out of nothing. So that I'm not too worried about Willock. To be fair.
Clear the fucking ball. Jesus Christ.
You guys take a draw.
Sure.
Yeah. I would take a draw against Villa. Like.
Clear it.
Ezekiel Ponce.
Guys, don't forget, after the full-time whistle, we will do scoring the players rightly after on the same stream. So you don't have to switch videos, whatever. We just changed the title of the video, so just stick ahead with us after full-time. After scoring the players, it will also be the fan reaction show. Who's doing the fan reaction again, Liam? Is it me and?
Say that again, sorry?
Who's doing the fan reaction? You and me, I think?
I'll be on too.
Oh, you'll be?
Yeah.
But I think it's you as well, Liam, isn't it?
I can do the fan reaction show.
Get it out!
Okay.
Fucking God.
So I guess it was just me and Steve with fans coming on. Awesome. Graham Morton knows the color of the shirt that I was mentioning about, beige mustard.
Do you not reckon the games just went very, very flat?
It's not really entertainable to watch, to be fair.
No.
Yeah.
No one has a real. Like both goalkeepers don't really get tested so far.
Yeah. We just need someone like we need just ASM just to take the game by the scruff of its neck and
or Willock. Willock can do that as well.
Willock's been pretty anonymous this half.
Yeah.
But that's the case. But like what Liam was saying, it goes all through the sides, not through the middle at all.
And then we'll get down the sides and let put the ball in.
Clear it. Clear the ball, please. Mings. No.
Should we be content with like a 0-0 until half-time?
Yeah, you would obviously you would prefer them not to score at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, we want us to get a goal ahead.
I will answer this question for Andrew Aziz. Do you guys get paid to work on the channel? No, we don't. The only thing we can do is like some member videos because you can become a member of our channel. That way you support us, and then you have like around 20 or 15. I will be mild. Exclusive videos, members only. If you're making those videos, you get some sort of payment, or if you do some advertisements on the Facebook page or whatever. Then yes, but talking about a few tenors, but that's maximum. I only remember Liam just hit one time like a €100 or £100, something like that.
Yeah, it was like £100 off one video.
What did you do with it? Like, Been drinking?
Probably just spent it on crap or drink or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
I like the sound of that. I totally agree with you, Barbara. We should have be 1-0 up with. That was probably the biggest chance of the game. Wilson breaking free.
So far, it's been the biggest chance.
Andrew says our bench is awful.
Yep.
I'm still kind of a fan of Dwight Gill, though. I thought he never really had a chance with us. But
Brandon
Dejan says-
Veghorst for Wolfsburg just missed a sitter.
Say that again.
Veghorst, Wout Weghorst, the
Wout
Dutch-
Weghorst.
he just missed a
Weghorst.
sitter. Veghorst.
Steve.
Weghorst.
Weghorst. Doesn't matter. You Americans don't get it. Never mind.
Yeah, Veghorst just missed a sitter for Wolfsburg.
Is Willock still down on yours? Oh no, he's back up now.
No, it's not for me.
Steve, is there do you get like is everyone taking a lot of piss out of you being American normally with your accent and everything?
Do they take the piss out of me for that?
Yeah, or take the Mickey
Like
out of
who?
you? I don't know, like people from here or like I don't know.
Not really.
Oh.
I mean, I like the occasional joke, but nothing.
Because I remember in the Euros they were making fun of you like with there were things you couldn't stand, like it's coming home or something. That thing.
Oh God.
Oh.
And it didn't.
No.
And it didn't go home. They went home. But
I don't understand what Wilson's just got a card for.
Yeah, Gale for the Champions League was good especially when we become champions together with Mitro. I loved Mitro, like still I still love Mitro. I love his passion. He's one of my favorite Toon players. I can't help it. Blame me. Can someone translate this for us?
Vamos, Aston Villa confiando.
Fortune Champions Portuguese. I don't know, but thanks for commenting though.
Maybe
Yeah,
watching from Portugal.
I guess. But he's just supporting the wrong team though. But never mind. We're open to everyone.
Yes, indeed.
Andrew Aziz says, Daryl, I think you mean Daryl Yamat, but I know who you mean. Was so underrated for Newcastle, right, Brendan?
He had very poor games at times.
I don't know if he was underrated. Like, I think he played to his max, and he wasn't a standout, but he was definitely like I would take Daryl Yamat now every day for like a right back or a left back.
Is he even playing anymore?
Oh, good question. Let me check that.
Leeds have just scored.
Yeah, Matthijs Klick. The Pole.
Polish guy. Jesus, really? He's still playing actually, or at least last season. Maybe he might be. He was at ADO Den Haag in the Netherlands last season, but he didn't play a game at all. I think with 21, 22.
Oh, Janmaat, yeah.
21, 22 doesn't say anything like a clubber anymore. He might be still at Den Haag, but I don't. Maybe he's retired. I guess. Last English club he played for was Watford.
Yeah.
Last season he didn't play as well. He didn't make. He only made 8 appearances in 2019-2020. He's from 89, so he's 4 years older than me, so that makes him 32.
Still young enough to be playing.
Yeah. Again.
Well, yeah. He earned his money though. Wasn't that a goal kick?
There's a lot of, for the people asking, there's a lot of streaming sites that you can find the video on.
Because we see a lot of people asking how you guys are watching. I have the luck to have a Dreambox. Liam is watching through, I don't know, website?
I don't know. What time is it?
I don't know. That's true. You get Andrew Aziz. Americans don't get British humor. Yeah, that's true. I've been having to learn a lot.
Do you get Dutch humor though?
What?
No, because Dutch humor is terrible, so no one gets it.
That's why you don't never respond with me on WhatsApp. Now I get it.
I just mute you. That's the only thing I do is just mute you.
Cheers, Phil. Love you as well. At least that got a giggle out of you.
Yeah.
2-0 Freiburg over Dortmund. Holy shit. Wow.
Who are those teams? Never heard of it.
The one with Haaland and Malen.
No idea. Something really this game terribly needs a goal.
This is why I hate coming on the watch-alongs, because I always get games like this where it's just so boring to watch, and I'm thinking like,
yeah, it's just your fault, Liam. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for this one. Like, the
only thing, like I have to say, even we lost last weekend, it was quite entertaining to watch though.
Yeah,
6 goals, 2-1 up. I mean, wasn't a bad game, but we just fucked it up ourselves. I think the penalty was just a game changer. Don't think it was a penalty though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Only one team was going to win that game. If they weren't going to go 3-2 up because of a bad penalty call, they were going to get it somehow, some way. Because we showed no attacking ambition at all. That was poor. Very poor.
Liam, have you seen the comment of Lee today in the Watch Along group?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, Steve, I'm sending you on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Give me a sec, mate. Steve McCullough.
I haven't gone on my Facebook in a long time. Facebook.
Dan, nice comment for Steve. Steve, if anyone told you look a little bit like Jesus from The Walking Dead.
That's a good comparison. Not bad. Not bad.
Come on, team from Portugal. No idea. Go Villa, he said. We agree on this one with Hippie. If we lose, they had better be cabbages.
Yes.
Villa 1-0 up. Jesus.
Did you send me on... Brandon, what did you send me on Facebook? Is it in the messages?
Yeah, messages. 1-0 up, yeah. Villa.
What is Jay in Atlanta doing here?
Aye. Just before half time, 1-0 Villa up.
What a goal though.
Is it? I'm still about to watch it. I just get it on my phone. Like a push notification.
Poor defending again.
Oh, good goal. Is it Cash?
No, it's Ings.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Bicycle.
Can he go like?
Really good goal, but it should be the other end.
No one's fucking marking him either.
Who is that? Is that Shaw? That's Shaw, like 5 yards off him.
Let me see in replay.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that was Shar. He's too late.
Well, he's not even close to his man.
He's marking air, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, again, sloppy defending, man. And these things just gonna break us up maybe this whole season, man.
Yeah.
Just sloppy.
Same shit.
No fault for Woodman, though. I mean,
You can't. He couldn't do anything about it from close range.
no,
Yeah. Fucking God, man.
I like Ings though as a striker. I wouldn't mind him as being a backup striker for us, or maybe 4-4-2. You could play with Wilson and Minks.
Yeah.
We won't ever play 4-4-2.
But I think if Bruce has the ability or if he had for the favorable Ings and Wilson at the same time, he might play 4-4-2.
Yeah, but same bullshit.
Yep, halftime. What we make of it? Very, very, very flat game.
It started off good in the first 5 or 10 minutes for us. Villa just took the game, and then they just kept pushing, kept going forward, kept getting shots off even though they were over the bar and stuff like that. And then one fucking time that Shark completely turns off and 1-0 down at halftime.
Everyone, so far it's halftime. We're 1-0 down. Please drop a comment, like the video, please. That would really help us at all.
Yes.
We're currently on, 53 likes, 54. I just liked it myself. Please like the video. We want to have at least 100 likes on the video today. That would be awesome.
Yes.
If you want to come on the halftime show, we have 15 minutes. The link is in the pinned comment. So if you like to come on and have your say, I'll probably just do one or two. Andrew says, if you stay still, you get destroyed. That's very much true. Seth, we are shocking. I wouldn't say we're shocking, but we're really flat. Defending wise, again, a big mistake, I guess. Shar should have done that better. Roy Prince, same old rubbish. I guess, yeah. Dejan, no possession, retention. The biggest problem, as always, invites pressure on the defense, relying too much on the likes of ASM, Willock, and Almiron to take players on and speculative crosses. We have someone who wants to join us for the halftime.
All right.
There he is.
Sorry.
Andrew. How you doing, mate?
Hi,
Try to keep your camera a bit straight, like. Otherwise, it makes people dizzy as fuck.
Sorry.
What you made of the first half, mate?
We're playing awful. We're really doing not very well at all. I think the midfield again. Aston Villa aren't even playing that well, but we just don't look good.
Very much agree.
Danny Ings' goal was quality, but we're just not.
That was really nice.
It was a really good goal, but you can't just keep doing the same things every transfer window and do nothing.
That's probably likely to happen again next year if Mike Ashley is still in charge.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like,
if we will be lucky enough to stay up, because if it continues like this, I fear the worst. What you guys think?
Yeah.
I think as well. I haven't even noticed Almiron playing. Like Joe Willock, Almiron, they've been quite anonymous. It's really only saint-maximin you're noticing playing. So I don't know what Steve Bruce even says to the players anymore. It just seems. What is our style of play? Like what are we doing? Like I don't understand this. It seems to hit the ball up to Wilson and hope saint-maximin can dribble past 5 people.
Yep.
That's the only thing, and it's a little bit sad actually. Like you would have liked to have some game plan against this Aston Villa team that's not bringing much. You would have liked a little bit more attacking football, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with the guys.
I think there's no pressure on them as well. Like Matt Ritchie, you've got Jacob Murphy. You know, they're not really good enough. We all know that, but we're just accepting that they're not good enough. And
I just think if you play second half like we did first half last weekend, we can still win. But I doubt if they're able to though. There has to be a big change somehow. They have to come out differently.
Last week we were so attacking, but we were just allowing defensively, letting them just run all over us. And again, it's like Hayden on his own again. Like if Villa exploit that middle, then they could easily create more chances. Because last week Declan Rice realised that we had no midfield and just started carrying the ball forward, and then we got destroyed. Because if Declan Rice had been playing for us, we would have won that game. But
Probably.
But you know, they're gonna. I just don't trust Steve Bruce at all. I don't really know what he's doing. I just
Miserable.
Steve, what did you make of it? Do we have any standouts this first half or?
No, ASM hasn't even been getting on the ball that much. Joe Willock, same thing. I thought Miggy had maybe one or two times where he drove forward and then all of a sudden he just takes a fucking U-turn. It's like, dude, come on. And then he just passes back to fucking Shar or Lascelles. It's atrocious. It's atrocious.
I just think though, like that one big chance that we had with Wilson, played very well from the back from Fernandes, but that should have been a sitter for me. Like I know he's doing us a big favor, Callum Wilson, but this one should have gone in.
Yeah,
I kind of blame him for that, as a striker that he is. Can you, Andrew?
I mean, we're lucky to have him. So he's so much better than our other strikers. He should score that, but he should score that. But like, I trust him that if we get another chance, he will put it away. But like, what was the other option? Joe Linton,
or Dwight Gale.
Dwight Gale the least though. I prefer Dwight Gale in a striker position than Joe Linton though, for sure.
We just need more. We need more energy, and we need Willock to just take control of the game a bit. Because
for sure, and maybe bring in Sean Longstaff instead of Almiron. Almiron is not having his game as well.
Bruce barely plays Longstaff. Either of them. He barely plays either of them.
Fair enough.
I think Longstaff, that game last year where we lost to Leeds 5-2, Longstaff was at fault for 4 goals, and Bruce never trusted him after that. He stopped using him.
That's a good point.
That's
a real good point.
He's just like I still can't believe we're still playing Ritchie and Murphy as wing backs. They're wingers. We should have proper fullbacks as wing backs.
I have an interesting comment here by Cole Stolen. The bookies have Norway, Burnley, and Newcastle as favourites to get relegated. Do you guys agree?
That's not my 3. But
I think Norwich just they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go. they don't care about staying in the Premier League. But
can you take Newcastle out instead of Brentford? Although Brentford is playing pretty decent football, at least like attacking wise, and they have some spirit in them.
They have more points than us so far.
Yeah, okay, but it's just the second game in, so I mean that's.
But that's what I'm saying. We're playing catch up already on these teams.
Mm-hmm.
It is early, but you got to set the tone of the season early. And Brentford are, they're riding that high, and I think they will. I think they'll survive easily.
We set the tone pretty well the first half last weekend, but for the rest, it's like since second half last weekend till now, it's going downhill.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry, Andrew?
Southampton might go down because they
Southampton?
they've sold Vestergaard, Danny Ings. They've lost, and then Ward-Prowse is on the way as well.
I'm surprised that they didn't sell Ward-Prowse yet. Yeah.
If they lose that whole spine, they could go down.
Awesome.
It's not a bad shout, I think, actually.
But at least they brought in Armando Broja from Chelsea on loan. Then they brought forget the guy's name, but it's a Chelsea right back or left back on loan from the academy, Chelsea academy. Tana, something like that. I forget his name. I have to look it up. But then they also brought in Romain Perrault, left back from Stade Brest. He's a real good player. I watched Brest last year, and I watched a lot of Ligue 1. He was a standout player for them. So I think that's a good signing. So and you know what? They're making signings. We have one signing. We have one fucking signing, and it's Joe Willock. We're relying on pretty much him, ASM, and Wilson, Callum Wilson, to keep us up. Because everyone else is subpar, and sometimes they have good games. And it's just not the ambition of our club compared to all the others. We're at the bottom in terms of that.
I think you need to hit the nail on the head, actually, Steve. There, Andrew. Thank you for coming on the halftime show.
Andrew.
We have Liam back on.
If you
have a good game. Cheers, mate. Liam, welcome back.
All right.
Have you cooled down?
I just want to get a drink, to be fair. Like,
go for it, mate.
No, I've just been for one.
I'm with you.
Monaco versus Lens. All right.
I just go real quickly to the toilet, okay?
No worries.
All right. Hi.
Man.
I just wanted to say something quickly. Before the second half starts.
Yes.
I think sort of our biggest problem in that first half, particularly in the last sort of 15 and 20 minutes, was trying to keep possession of the ball. Because I think a lot of the time we were gaining possession of the ball, but whichever player had it was kind of too frenetic, too frantic, and didn't really have the options open to them. And that was kind of how the pattern started to develop of Aston Villa, just winning the ball back constantly and having constant corners, throw-ins, free kicks, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just put in the comments just now that we've got ASM on the pitch, we've got Willock on the pitch, and we've got Almiron on the pitch. And all of those players are attacking midfield players that sort of carry the ball forward.
They progress our attack.
They progress.
Yeah.
But in a way, I think that's too many players to have in midfield on the pitch that are sort of occupying that role. So I think I don't know what Steve's done because halftime's pretty much over now. But what he should have done what he should do is put Sean Longstaff on, in my opinion, because we need someone in midfield who's got a bit of composure, who can just do a bit of passing. But that's less pedestrian than Shelvey.
Get the ball. We need. Sorry to cut you off, but I think what you're saying is Longstaff will pass to the player who will progress the attack.
Yeah. Because I mean, a few of the people
forward too much, but he'll start the attack up and give it to someone. Bring it. Yeah.
Because a few other people have said this in the comments that we're basically trying to bypass the midfield at the moment. Yeah. So you've got the likes of Fernandes, who's just like hoofing the ball long. Usually he's just clearing it, but I mean the hope is kind of that Callum Wilson will just like chest it down, control it, and then play it on to ASM. But like that, it's quite a difficult role to do. Like the chances of that coming off are slim. So we need something more in midfield, I think.
I also think I agree with you 100%. I also think that when we have the problem with back fives, and especially the way Bruce sets up our team, teams can get into our attacking third like that. Like all of a sudden they're just there because there's so much distance between the defenders, the midfield, and the attack. It's too far out. And so Villa, with all their talented players, McGinn and Buendia and all these guys, they can just they have They have the license to just go forward and bam, they're right in front of that back five. Because all the other guys are not Hayden hasn't been, superb today. And it's just there's too many defenders. And Bruce always plays like that, and it barely ever works out. So that's gonna be our Achilles heel. Until he changes that, why are we gonna, how are we gonna survive or manage in this game?
Yeah.
And the short answer is we're not. We're not, because there's no cohesion. There's not a game plan. It's just fucking defend.
Aye. Well, I mean, I thought in the first sort of 25 minutes that the game was. I see Longstaff's putting on a shirt, so he might be coming on.
Yeah, that's
what I. Decision. But I thought in the first sort of 20-25 minutes that it was very end to end. So I could already sort of see the pattern developing there of there not being much midfield and it being, okay, Newcastle have got a chance, Villa have got a chance, Newcastle have got a chance. And that's how it was for the first 25 minutes. But then those last 20 minutes, it was all Villa.
Yes.
And I think if we try and play that end-to-end game, Villa have ultimately got more firepower and consistency that they're more likely to win. So we need to change the pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to get Brandon back in. So thank you so much for coming on, mate.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Good
All right, see you later. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Right.
Shout out.
Going on.
Cheers, Liam. Long stuff coming on. This will be such an odd game for Sean Longstaff to just stand out somehow. Like this, one of these odd games that he plays well, actually.
So what? It's Longstaff on for Hayden, right?
Was it?
I assume so. Yeah, Longstaff on for
Isaac Hayden.
Yeah.
Is it? For me, that's a bit of a.
Well, I think he got an injury, didn't he? Hayden?
Yeah.
Injury in the card.
Something with his knee, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought actually Bruce was like sort of changing players for like being offensive.
Oh. What's that? Is that?
What minutes are you at? Oh, is this coming?
45, 35.
46.
46.
Oh wow, Baku goal. Nice.
Liam, I just answered your question.
No worries, pal.
Hi.
Oh, that's a good finish.
Who's we stopped? It is Sean Longstaff in for Isaac Hayden. Seemed to have picked up a sort of injury.
Yeah.
Devin already answered your question.
Yep.
Sorry, mate. Everyone in the chat, anyone still feel positive, or is this it? Is this a lose?
Well, it all depends how we play for the first sort of 5 minutes, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it ultimately depends on the 45, but we got to start. I agree, Liam. We got to start. Yeah.
You're kicking in some open doors, Steve.
Huh?
No, I'm just saying, like it's a saying in the Netherlands. You're kicking in open doors, like.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, Joe Willock. Haven't seen him for a while.
Yep.
At least for the first 45 minutes, I haven't seen him. Mate, stay off the drugs, please. A-star.
Doesn't cricket have really high-scoring games like that, like 22 and shit like that?
It's a lot higher than that. You can get into like the hundreds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not a crit. So you could get 22. Yeah.
Actually, they showed out
you
of
could get 22-0, but there would still be a bit of a progression.
Right.
They just showed a winnability possibility. I'm sorry, for Newcastle and Aston Villa. We have 7% win possibility still. That's quite low.
That's generous.
at least it's good to see that Villa fans are watching our watch along as well. You guys are very much welcome. It's good that Carl isn't on this show or Sam. They are from the area, isn't it?
I think
I know
Carl's
Carl
more.
is.
I think Carl's more. I think Sam's like a bit further out in the state.
Sam lives
Alright.
near, in that Birmingham.
Wolverhampton or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Villa
They're
did
just
well with
really
no fans
glory
last season.
supporters. Do you know what I mean? That's why they support Newcastle and live down south.
Aye.
Them 2 championship trophies in 10 years. That's what they've came for.
Yeah. Who wouldn't sign up for that? Like, although, like, I loved when we win the Champions League last time instead of Brighton. Shah got hit somehow. Is he good or? A-star meant 2-0 Villa. Okay, that makes more sense. Indeed, rugby score. It's a game of 2 halves. We have dusted ourselves down. Now we should go ahead and win now. Yeah, you sound like Stevie Bruce, Barbara, but I hope you're right.
Yeah.
What do you guys make of actually that he says on the interview that Steve Bruce and I forgot his name, the other trainer instead of Graham Jordan? No, not Graham Jones. Agnew, yeah.
Steve Agnew, sorry.
Steve Agnew, yeah. They are taking care of the defense, but knowing that Steve Bruce was a pretty solid defender, it's quite shocking to see our defense now, especially with the goal again. It's getting repeated again.
You can tell that they're in charge of defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maybe the way Steve sees the defense is like quite old-fashioned and not by time anymore, I guess.
But Brandon, to that point, Steve Bruce in his career as a defender, he actually had a lot of goals. He scored a lot. He scored a lot of goals.
I don't know about that actually. I just know he was
like 100, I think.
Yeah,
really?
he scored well above the average for an average, a center, but even a really good center back doesn't score that many goals.
So over how long period of time he scored 100 goals? How many years? Or seasons?
I'm looking up the stats right now. He played for Gillingham, 205 appearances, 29 goals. With Norwich, 141, 14. Man United, 309 appearances, 36 goals.
How many appearances for Man U?
What?
How many appearances he had for Man U?
He had 309, Steve Bruce, appearances with Man United.
That's
and he
crazy.
had 36 goals. So 36 plus 14 is 50. And then 50 plus 29 is 79. And then he played for Birmingham. Yeah, 19 in a year.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That's
I wouldn't mind a Steve Bruce in our team now.
Yeah, as a player.
Imagine we would have a centre back that scores 19 goals in one season.
It's just it's so
that would probably bring us top 6, I would say.
But then you'll probably be the only 19 goals we'll actually score this season, though. You know?
Well, if you have Wilson still in your squad and Joe Willock,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, ASM, go.
Could be a funny discussion. I don't think we do, bad boy. Is Newcastle looking at any new players then?
There's obviously all the rumoured ones, but then now it really comes to fruition. That's even rumored.
You mentioned James Rodriguez, right, Liam?
Yeah, I think it was a very odd one I was saying, because I don't even think he wants to play for Everton, so he's not going to come to play for Newcastle.
Yeah, fuck, we would never,
Why would he?
What? Why would he come to Newcastle?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Question. That's a great question.
But he wouldn't?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like that whole rumor is like sort of crap to me. I would love to see him over. Imagine our midfield then, like with Hayden, Willock, and James Rodriguez. Then you have.
But again, like I forget who was on halftime with us, not Andrew. I forget the guy's name. Dayan, yeah. He was saying that we have ASM to progress the ball, Willock and Miggy. So we have 3 players. We need like a long staff. So James Rodriguez, again, he progresses the attack. So you know, he would probably start, but he'd probably start ahead of someone like Willock if he played for Newcastle. But I don't know. We need defenders too. We need defenders.
That's probably our main concern.
If he just then, by the way, terrible cross.
Yeah.
You know what's the problem? What's most irritates me is the fact that we know we need definitely, and we really need a right back. You know, because who we have now, we have Manquillo, Richie, Murphy for like wing backs. You know, we have
Manquillo
Murphy, Lewis, Manquillo.
Kraft.
Yeah, I would say so, but I don't think Kraft is still seen as a winger as he played last time center. But I don't know. Like, you know that already since last season, and still you haven't get in at least a wing back in.
Yeah,
it's good they signed Willock. Don't get me wrong, but I think if you put down 5 mil, you can have a solid wing back at least, better than we have now.
Yep.
And in nowadays transfer market, that's not a big amount of money.
Well, the thing is, though, we should be bringing players through the academy. Like, who was the last player? Sean Longstaff was the last player to actually establish himself in the first team. So you can't really say Matty because he's only played like.
It should have been. It should have been Kellen Watts this year. It should have been Kellen Watts.
You forget actually someone else, Anderson.
Yeah.
Who?
Elliot Anderson.
Elliot Anderson.
Oh, Anderson. I thought you were saying Henderson. I was like,
no. Sorry, mate. That's the accent. Don't blame me. No, I mean, where is he? Well, I think he's actually injured now, but
I think he is injured.
He has a thigh injury, if I'm not mistaken. But still, I mean,
Bruce doesn't give the youngsters a chance. He really doesn't.
But that's the stupid thing about. That's the problem about Newcastle the whole time already. Like, look at Tony, look at Armstrong. You can name probably a few others. You have those players almost for free. You know, like they're already in your squad. You can just have to promote them to first team. And look what happened to Tony, to Armstrong. Like, give these people a chance. I don't know, but it's just probably that we just in this surviving battle all the time for relegation that. They don't want to take the risk. That they just want to go for like average. I wouldn't say proven, but like average quality players. Like so they know. So they know they just hang in and they just don't want to take any risk, and that's the problem. Like, I think if you have Bielsa,
no, we don't look like scoring because Villa have been pretty much on it. They want the second goal.
But I think if you bring in some sort of young trainer. Instead of one of those dinosaurs that we have, he might give a chance to the youngsters because he thinks that's good management. If they perform and progress in the first team, then you don't even need the fat cockney bastard to put down money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just silly, man. What's the whole deal of having a youth academy when you're never going to use it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like with training grounds that bad as well, though. Do you know what I mean? So
aye.
They need to follow. Newcastle needs to follow. I'll give an example from America from the MLS. Actually,
I should give you an example of AZ Alkmaar. AZ Alkmaar has the best youth academy of the Netherlands, and they've brought up
Ajax and PSV. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, probably the whole Dutch league, even the big team, even Ajax, in some sort of way, just producing those good players to sell them for big amounts of money to the Premier League, to the La Liga of Spain, and
they use them first. They actually play them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Seasons,
but we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Philadelphia Union and MLS, they regularly give chances. You guys ever heard of Brendan Aronson on Salzburg?
That's me.
Yeah, well, link with him.
Yeah. And so his brother Paxton Aronson is 17, and he's been regularly playing now for the Union, and they, Union have been using those academy products. FC Dallas, that's where Chris Richards from Hoffenheim, good American center back. He went to Bayern. So FC Dallas have been producing players, and it's just it's pathetic that we don't use our academy.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Bars checking for a pen.
That might. Let's see. Oh, that might be a hand. That might be arm hand. Oh, I think that's a pen.
Yeah.
I think we're getting fucked for that.
Yeah, it's a pen.
You guys can
It's a
still hit
pen.
me.
It's penalty. Lascelles handball.
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's a pen. That's a pen because he makes his body bigger by.
But then again, you can make a case for nobody of any Villa players would have been able to reach the ball, though.
We would have went in the back of the net.
I don't think so. Look at how many players are.
No, because look at Woodman. Look at Woodman. He's on the complete left-hand side.
Hmm?
There's a gaping hole.
Yeah,
That's a pen.
this probably
That's a fucking
gets given.
penalty.
Yeah.
And you know
Maybe
what the best part is? We might save the fucking penalty, but our players don't fucking hustle towards the ball, and then someone just taps it into an empty net.
You mean like last week?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, penalty.
Self-inflicted.
Terrible, man.
Danny Ings brace, probably.
I just go for another beer.
Yeah, I think it is. Ings taking it, I think. Is it Ings?
And this guy knows.
No,
This guy
it's
knows
El
how to
Ghazi.
put away penalties.
It's El Ghazi.
Anwar, okay. Oh wow, he might score against us again. He has a habit of that. Let's see if he does. Man City 3-0 over Norwich.
Come on, Woodman.
What minute are you guys on? I'm at 60-45.
I'm a second behind you.
Oh wow.
People in the comments already commenting that we're 2-0 down, so I guess that seals the
I don't
deal.
know. We'll see. It might be trolls. Never know. Never know. Come on, Woodman. Oh, Wolfsburg goal. 2-1.
We don't care now.
Goal. 2-0 down.
Aye. Again, one of these fucking games. Oh, wait. Good pen.
It was a very good pen. It was right in the corner.
Yeah, that was a bullet.
Yes,
Well,
guys.
at least I haven't travelled down to Birmingham to watch it.
There's a lot of Villa fans taking the mickey out of us. You have all the right to do so.
Of course, it's gone quiet. Such a fucking.
Damn.
Who cares about Wolfsburg, Steve?
Barbara says game over.
Probably.
I don't know. I think I have to disagree with you.
That's.
We need a goal now. Realistically, that's what we need. We need a goal now to even get anywhere close.
Yeah, I think Steve Bruce is going for a draw too because he's a fucking pathetic manager.
Like we should realistically take one of the centre backs off now and bring someone else on.
Offside.
Say that again, Liam.
We need to take one of the centre backs off.
Aye. You need to go forward at the back at least.
Yeah.
Finally, Willock has something. Just got a shot on target, forced Martinez into a save. I think that's our first shot on goal today.
More than likely.
I think that is our first shot on goal, if I'm not
If
mistaken.
you're asking, what's your problem? I mean, like I say Hove because I lived in Newcastle, and that's just a part of the slang. First month took me a little bit, but if this offends you, then I say Hove. Hove the Maggies, like.
Our defense is championship level. Damn right.
Get a grip, man.
Brucey masterclass, isn't it? So, but even if they didn't get the pen, then we wouldn't even have challenged really.
Yep.
We so far until the 64th minute, we haven't tested Aston Villa once. Well, just once.
Yeah.
Wilson did, but that's it.
And you know what? Even if Wilson puts that chance away, we're still 2-1 down.
Most likely.
Yeah.
That's a good ball.
So it's just like Wilson's there, and then no one's in the box to help him.
Hi. What was that like?
Because we don't have anyone going fucking forward. Look at him. There's fucking 4 guys around him, and then Richie takes a shot, and it's same area. There's a fucking field, dude. There's a whole fucking field. Get players in and around.
He should have left that for Sean Longstaff hours. He should have let it roll past him instead of taking the shot.
Yeah.
What minute are you guys on?
64-34.
64-55.
So I'm almost same like you guys. I'm 64-40.
Yeah, so we're only like 20 seconds behind each other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, good ball. Yes.
Graham, good night. I fear the worst as well. Ogre, Glazers, Solskjaer.
No, we need to get points off of. If you want to stay up, you need to get points off Villa, BC.
Actually, we were actually having some points last season from the Big Six clubs. We got quite some points actually there. So
Yeah.
I
We had
cannot
the
really
stretch
believe it.
at the end of the year. Yeah.
You've got to feel bad for Woodman, though. He's like letting 6 goals in 2 games, and he could have done nothing.
And it's not his fault.
Like you said, he cannot do now. Like, no. Well, you can make a case for the goal that Antonio scored against us. That could have been, but that was just a good striker, although. But that's the only thing I could mention. But for the rest of it, it's not really his fault at all.
Both of the goals that we conceded today are Newcastle's fault, our defenders' fault.
And on Thompson, on Sky, they're saying that's definitely a pen.
Yes, it was a pen. It was a pen. He made his arm. He made his arm bigger by doing that. Yeah.
I totally agree with this comment, though.
Yes.
He's clearly deaf and blind.
Yeah, he won't. He won't change his system.
5 at the back.
Why is he not bringing someone else on now with 2-0 down with less than half an hour to go?
Because he's a fucking asshole. That's why.
No, but Liam, okay, fair enough. What would you change?
Miggy off for Fraser.
Okay.
I think Miggy's been a complete waste of time. I think the front three really have to be fair. Like,
but you mentioned taking off a centre back as well.
and I'll probably take. Well, you could maybe say that you could take a centre back off for Fraser and go.
Who would you take? Fernandes?
Probably. Yeah, I'll probably take Fernandes off.
I don't think you want to take Shah or Lascelles off. I mean, Shah is still a player who can still go forward, especially with corner kicks. He scored a few out of those. So yeah, I guess I agree with you taking Fernandes off. Who would you bring?
Fraser.
No, yeah, so you're gonna bring Fraser twice.
Oh no, sorry. I would. If I was saying I would take a centre back off, I would probably bring Fernandes off and put Fraser on.
Right.
And and then eventually you'll probably swap Joe Linton for Miggy, maybe something different.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
How is that not a pen?
Let's give him a fair chance, Steve. I see you in the background, but I mean, new season, he at least needs to get some chances, so to prove himself. We might be wrong.
I might be wrong, but based off of the evidence that we've had over the past year and a half, that's not changing.
I know, but you know,
Brandon, I want to be wrong. I'm invested in this team. I'm just being real with myself so that I don't go fucking cuckoo crazy and expect things out of a manager that hasn't been fucking good for us or anyone. You got one team promoted and then got fucking relegated the next year.
Yeah.
Lewis agreeing with you, Liam. Fraser needs to come on.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Someone from Cleveland with an NFL player.
Yeah,
from the
Cleveland Browns. Newcastle are shocking.
He's laughing out when he calls football soccer. So I don't know. Next one.
He's not wrong.
He is. He is. Steve, you really want to get this discussion going?
Mackenzie.
No, I mean, you call it. They're calling football soccer. You really want to get it going?
Australians also call football soccer, actually.
Do they?
Australians, yeah. Yep.
Actually, where is Paul? Down south. I haven't seen him for a while. The Paul from Australia, our member, and
right.
He used to
fuck, dude.
It's from the corner?
Huh?
Was that from the corner?
Just wide.
Oh,
From Federico. I think Mings was right in front of Buendia. I think he might have got to, but that still, you want to just get it on target.
I'm actually scared that Kelsey's right.
Yeah.
We'll take Wilson off again.
Or he's going to bring on fucking Jeff Hendrick or something.
But with Andrew,
he's going to bring on Jeff Hendrick.
I just even agree more with Andrew Aziz.
Why on the play? Is he off the pitch? So why on the play on?
He's off the pitch, isn't he? You mean you're talking about Minks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is. So
that happens sometimes. You temporarily down to 10 men while guys getting treatment. That happens.
Santiago Muñez. I'm going to support Santiago Muñez.
0-0 between Crystal Palace and Brentford. I'm watching the Alaves game where Lejeune is at.
How's he doing like?
He's doing all right. 0-0 against Real Mallorca.
So for the defender, that's a good result.
Yeah, Lejeune is in the starting 11 for Alaves.
I think he has been most of the season last season, right?
Yeah, he was in some of the teams of the week.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So that makes it more mind-boggling for me that we sold him.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have get rid of fucking Kraft or whatever. Just make space for him, or even maybe make a case of selling Clark.
Yeah, well, Clark didn't play very well last season, did he?
Clark got bruised, man. He got fucking.
I think Clark is always still decent. He scores like a 5 or a 6, you know. At least last season, though. Last weekend he didn't, but
good clearance, Lejeune. There you go.
Who's that, Joe Linton?
Oh, fuck. Come on! Block. Oh, Huddersfield. Damn. Sheffield United look bad.
They got beat 4-0 during last weekend. didn't they?
Swansea on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
Damn, Huddersfield. 1-0.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just another season is crap. Yep, pretty much.
10 years since Ben Arfa and Cisse. Those were times.
Yep. Go.
It's gonna be a
Newcastle have got a pen.
Say it
Huh?
again?
Newcastle have got a pen.
Do they?
Yeah.
Who'd you hear that from?
Twitter.
Always ahead of us. I actually was about to say it's going to be a painful 15 minutes, but if we have a pen and we score it, we can maybe still go for the draw. But I don't think Aston Villa will do much again. They try to protect.
Wilson. That's a fucking penalty. Yes, that is a pen. Buendia just came fucking rattling in on, or not Buendia, sorry, different
Martinez.
Argentine goalie. Martinez. Yeah.
Isn't he offside though?
Uh,
Kind of looked like it. To be fair, gets a yellow.
oh, that.
You could argue that the ball was away from him as well.
Yeah. Fair enough. Plus, it might be offside as well. He got a touch though, but it
I
was
think
far
that's
out
what
of his reach after the touch.
Wilson knew he was coming because he already turned his back. If you watch it again, he could be offside. Yeah.
Martinez.
Did he already give it, or
Oh, fuck, he might be offside. Yeah, you're right.
did he give it or not?
Just checking it.
Okay, they're checking for what?
He's offside.
Offside.
Already
That
passed.
sucks.
I was behind you guys, but when I saw it happening, I thought it would be offside.
Yeah, it's offside
Ah, fucking hell!
by like 2 centimeters or something.
I don't even think it's 2 centimeters. Might be.
See, that's fucking annoying because they said the VAR this year they weren't going to do any of this. Oh, your fucking nail is offside or your fucking pinky finger or some bullshit.
It's just. Aye.
Oh, we'll give advantage. We'll play advantage for the attacker. The attacker gets benefit of the doubt. No, he doesn't. Fuck off.
It was a good ball from Willock, mind.
Yeah.
Jesus. Luck is not on our side either, though. Like, you need to be lucky sometimes, but I mean...
Yes, yeah. Anyone who wins the Champions League or a cup or a league or a winner, you got to rely on luck, no matter how big or small, or not rely on it. It's I like to call it's a byproduct. Luck is a byproduct of when you're playing well and you have a team going for you.
Someone agrees with you, Steve. So much
Yeah,
for luck.
exactly. Yeah. But you know what? Even if we make it 2-1, we'll get and then maybe 2-2. We get a draw.
I like to do this one. Premier League.
Premier League. Yeah, they can fuck themselves.
Little Britain.
Fucking Premier League.
You know that, Liam?
What, Little Britain? Yeah.
Computer says no. I love that shit. I cannot find it anywhere, though.
Can you know?
They deleted it off of YouTube, though, because it's being racist.
Oh, yeah.
Same as Faulty Towers. I love Faulty Towers. I love it. Vessel.
We got Joe LinkedIn on for Federico Fernandez.
That's okay. With the scoreline, you have to make that change, I guess. This is quite of a okay sub. I love Faulty Towers when they go over like when Basel do the German thing.
So how's Martinez still got a yellow card if it was offside?
Probably just for the thing, just for being a rock player.
No, but no. I get Liam's point, because remember last year the Van Dijk and Pickford collision, and that was offside, and he didn't get anything. Jordan Pickford didn't get anything because it was offside.
Right. I don't know. Well, I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not complaining, but it's just the rules are confusing. I thought if it's not a penalty, then
it should be washed out, right? That's what I'm saying.
Ings almost had a fucking just a header wide on a corner.
Yeah,
it's close though, and that says it all right there. They have a fucking chance, and they're two up. So.
There's the answer. Oh.
Sorry, mate.
Cheers, Chris.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Then that's weird that Pickford didn't even get penalized or carded card last year, even though it was offside. I don't know. It's the fucking Premier League.
Brandon's gone again.
It's the Premier League. They don't bother to fix up the rules and shit because they thrive on controversy.
Yeah.
Just going to the loading. I'll be right back.
No worries, mate.
The Premier League thrives on controversy and decisions and all this sort of stuff because it gets media attention, it gets fans talking, and that's how they make their money because they're the biggest league in the world and they thrive on controversial stuff. So they have no motivation. They have no motivation to fix it.
Yeah.
They have no motivation. So whatever. But you know what? That's not why we're losing. We're losing because we have fucking terrible defenders.
Yeah. Norwich is 5-0 down.
No surprise.
Remember, we have got the fan reaction and scoring the players straight after this on this actual video, so stick around for that.
Yep.
And if you're enjoying the video, drop it a like, or if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe.
Hell yeah.
Because it'll help us out massively. Well,
have you guys ever thought about turning on subscribers only comment? Like you can change that in the YouTube settings where subscribers, you can change it to where only subscribers can comment on the videos.
Oh well, maybe it might be worth speaking to Lee about that.
Yeah. Sheffield. Oh, damn. Five 5-0 City. Jesus Christ.
There's just no creativity whatsoever, isn't there?
Yeah. Same old shit. Like I said, man. I want to be wrong about all my pessimism and all this stuff, but I've got to look at it from a realistic angle. Otherwise, I'll just go fucking crazy because then I'll be expecting my team to do well, and then they don't, and I get even more pissed off. So it's just like, and then if you set the expectations low and they overperform, like we beat Leicester last year 4-2 and double over West Ham and all this stuff.
Did I miss something?
Go!
No, you've missed out, mate.
All right. ASM on the so flat today, man. Nothing really happened for us. We just had probably one chance, that's it.
And you know what the crazy thing is also? Callum Wilson, he could have possibly had 2 goals today. If he gets injured, we are fucked. We are really, really fucked. Because even though we had 2 chances to score, he did miss one of them. No one else has a shot on target. No one else on our team has a shot on target, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a fair point.
So we are single-handedly relying on him and Willock and ASM to keep us up this year. And we're going to have to somehow outscore teams. We're going to have to somehow do that. I don't know how, but
yeah,
we got ourselves in for a very long season.
You can say that again.
We got ourselves into a really long, after full time, fan reaction and scoring the players.
Yeah, that too.
Oh my god. Steve, you will be on the fan reaction, don't you? You will.
Yeah, I'll be on both, I believe.
No, not scoring the players. I think it's just Liam and me, right? Or check it out, please, for me.
I mean, if you want to have me on, I don't care. Whatever works for you guys.
Liam, do we want an American on scoring the players? Do we?
It's better than just having a Dutch person on.
I'll be out then. I do the controls.
No, but if you do want me to hop off for that, if you want me to.
I don't know what Lee agreed on.
It's probably better if I have 3 because then the same 2 people just on picking the same.
Right. Okay.
More perspective.
Yeah.
Are you presenting scoring the players, or do I? I don't know.
You're doing scoring the players.
Do I? Okay.
I'll do scoring the players, actually.
Yeah. Okay. New words for me. Your Bunda is taking a water break, though, or you mean Buen dia?
Yeah.
Buen dia.
Ricardo Ferrara, no goal. Sorry, mate.
No goal.
Not sure what you're on, but
Zero.
if you're on the side, no goal.
Big fucking fat 0. Can't deflect away from our performance, but Bruce will. Yeah, because he's a fucking terrible manager, and this is how it is.
Well, he tries to balance. He said.
Yeah.
Just sums it up. Magpies in the mud.
Yep. You know the thing that pisses me off the most about Bruce? He is so fucking arrogant that even Mike Ashley is less arrogant than him because Ashley wants to sell the club. He said that he wants to pass it on to owners who will do a better job than him because he hasn't. And guess what Bruce is? Bruce thinks his fucking formation and his tactics and his way is the best. And he's so fucking selfish because he knows he won't get a job fucking anywhere else. He's clinging on to this for a paycheck because he knows he's not good enough. But then you have stupid fucking pundits all over the UK giving him bullshit like, oh, it's not that bad. Newcastle fans should be reasonably pleased or whatever. It's just like, it just feeds his fucking ego. It's fucking terrible. He is he's such a fucking narcissist.
I think Liam can agree with me. The biggest fan of Steve Bruce is probably Simon Jordan.
Yeah.
Or Danny Murphy. One of those fucking assholes.
Like, sometimes I actually agree with Simon Jordan, but with the whole Newcastle thing, it's just, I don't know.
Steve Bruce is just, he's selfish in terms of a manager.
He actually seemed to be right about when he had Stavely on the show, on TalkSport. I mean, he was calling Stavely out, basically, and saying, like, it's never going to happen, and it looked like it probably isn't. I hate to break it, but
yeah,
I lean more towards Simon Jordan's side now. Although I don't want to. I want the takeover to be happening, but
yeah.
Didn't one of the Ferdinand, I forget his Les or Wes or Les?
Rio.
Rio. Sorry, didn't Rio Ferdinand say something stupid about Newcastle fans?
Rio Ferdinand says something stupid about Newcastle fans every time he talks about us. So.
Yeah. So I mean, he's on the fucking list of people feeding Bruce's ego. Danny Murphy, fucking Simon Jordan, all these fucking pricks. And
Steve,
again,
you got Les Ferdinand mixed up with Rio Ferdinand, I guess.
What'd you say?
You got Les Ferdinand mixed up with Rio Ferdinand.
Right.
Les Ferdinand played for us. That's actually the favorite player.
Sorry.
We have on the Agree with the Millionaire show. It's the favorite player whoever played for Newcastle, or Lee at least, I know.
Yeah.
What did you make of Les Ferdinand, Liam?
Who?
Les Ferdinand?
Les.
I can't really remember him, to be fair. Like, I was too young.
Well, I know all of them. Liam being too busy with Kirsty.
Again, what you know what the funny thing is too, all these UK pundits say all the stupid and controversial stuff because you know why? It gets attention. Just like the Premier League. These pundits don't have to actually like think about stuff. They just say whatever the fuck they want, or they know that it'll piss someone off, because English football overall thrives on controversy. So they're not going to change anything. Like the VAR, like actually using VAR and all this offside stuff in the rules. It all thrives on controversy. That's all it is. So that's why we have that's why you have stupid fucking pundits in the UK, because they all thrive on controversy.
Yeah.
Are American pundits any better though?
Yes, like the NBCSN. Yeah, yes.
Jesus, you're calling it a TV station though?
Huh?
NBCSN.
Yeah.
That's
Like
terrible.
they have Robbie Mustoe. They have Graham Lasso. They have who else? Tim Howard. Tim Howard actually is a pundit too.
But when it comes to news and everything, they're all snowflakes.
What do you mean they're all snowflakes?
They're not? Or I'm mixed with another channel.
I think this is a debate for another day, to be fair. Like, I don't think
you're right.
Really for having been on a Newcastle channel.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that.
This is going to be a hard season, like, isn't it?
If it stays this way, yeah.
We got 6 minutes to get 2 goals, or maybe 3. Maybe 1.
It's 6 minutes extra time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, I see it. No. Oh. Terrible, man.
Fucking Fraser on for Joe Willock with barely any time left. Awesome.
Getting myself a glass.
Oh, that could have been 3. Jesus. I hate to say it, but I saw this one coming.
Yeah.
Because Villa are a team that, like, Dean Smith is actually, he's a pretty damn good manager, if I'm honest. Because they had that real bad loss to Watford the other week, and they bounced back because they've got some characters on their team. So 2-1 Huddersfield. Holy shit! Wow. Jesus Christ.
Cheers.
Shoot! The fucking ball. Oh my god.
Actually, Andrew, I don't. I love America. I've been to Florida 2 times, and I've been to Texas once. So
Florida. Yep.
I love America. So don't get it mixed up though.
Joe Lennon
Me
done
and
well.
Brandon are buds. We're good. He's just fucking around. Yeah.
Say it again, Liam.
Joe Linton done well there.
Yeah.
I actually missed Fraser came on. For who did he come on?
Fraser like just came on, like what, 3 minutes ish ago, something like that.
Came on like 90 minutes.
Something like that. Yeah. Go ASM. Give me something.
You know Pat Mitch, and that's why we love him. That's why we love Steve.
Oh,
My girlfriend says that too. Oh, you're always talking, you know. I got a lot to say.
I know I'm not a Geordie or Jordi, how you write it down. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just a Newcastle fan. Who cares?
yeah, who cares? Like, I'm not. I don't think I've ever said you were a Geordie.
Why do we need to be a Geordie to be a Newcastle fan? I mean,
Exactly. I don't see what the issue is.
that's why our Newcastle fan base is so good, because we have fans all over the world, and maybe even one of the bigger ones actually. I see we have supporters in Thailand, Australia, America,
India,
we have a
South Africa too.
also in Jamaica, actually, the guy who came on the fan reaction from Jamaica. Denmark has a good group following as well. I know some Dutch fans as well. So what do you know about me?
And the thing is too, it's not just international fans going to England. It's also like people wear Yankees hats in Europe. Yeah. And that's an American baseball team. So what's a Dutch person wearing a Yankees or a Bulls hat? So sports are for everyone. It don't matter.
Everyone, I would like to ask you guys, we are 16 likes away from 100 likes on the video.
Come on, guys.
Please like the video. Up. It will help us out very well. Keep your comments coming as well.
Yes.
Plus, stick with us after the game. 1 minute left, probably for you guys to now full time. Unfortunately, we lost, but we will just change the name of the video to Scoring the Players. It will be on this video. Don't switch away. Me, Steve, and Liam will be doing the Scoring the Players. I will change the title, Liam, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Well, this should be fun, Scoring the Players. And our fucking manager.
Okay. That should be changed now.
It's 0-0, boys. Oh,
it is
0-0. It's finished, that's it.
2-0. 2-0 to Villa. That's it. One word to wrap up the game.
One word?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Steve?
Lifeless.
I would go with disappointing. Everyone, we just go into Scoring the Players. Like in 1 minute. Stick around. We will be here. This is Scoring the Players. Liam, you want to start it off?
Yeah. We'll do it. We'll just have a quick 2-minute break and then we'll we'll do it.
All right. If everyone wants to come on real quickly, one of the fans or whatever, I don't know.
I'll quickly just drop out for a second, mate.
I knew where he's made. Everyone, please don't forget to like the video. We're just in between now of Scoring the Players, so stick along with us if you want to watch Scoring the Players. Who doesn't? I mean, that's going to be an interesting one, but although obvious one. I mean, we're 13 likes away of 100 likes. We have 3 dislikes, so that's good as well. The negative ones are counting as well.
Yeah, it's interaction.
There you go.
Yep. All counts.
I have a heart. I don't have much faith in the rest of the season, to be honest. Everyone will just be waiting for Liam to come back on for Scoring the Players. Please hang in. In the meantime, don't forget to like the video. Share it if you want.
Yes.
And don't forget to become a member. If you want to be a member, you get around 7 exclusive videos in August. That was a little bit less than normally. When the season is on, you have loads more videos. Steve knows, he's a member. You get around. Maybe Steve, you want to tell what are the benefits of becoming a member?
Yeah, so you get to one thing immediately off the bat. You can join our Discord. We have a bunch of people on there, and we talk all things Newcastle, football in general, anything else. We got a really good community there. We talk about and then stuff more than football. You know, if one of us is having a rough time, or we're all there for each other. It's a real nice community. I'm so happy to be a part of it. But that's one big benefit of becoming a member. Yeah, you get exclusive videos. It'll show up on YouTube as that you're a member of the channel. It's all good. A lot of nice stuff, and you're supporting a good cause.
And it's already for I think it's £2 and £5 on the top of my head. It isn't that much, but it will help us out very much. We all put this money back into the channel. New cameras, equipment, so new mics. A lot of people are saying that the mics are not great as well sometimes now and then with some people. We're working on that as well. So it's not that we benefit much of it. It's just it all goes back into the channel. So Liam, are you done for? Are you ready for scoring the players?
2 seconds. I just need to find the first player. Then we can start.
You're looking for Freddie Woodman, I guess.
Yeah, I found him.
I see him. Yeah, he's one of the lower ones.
We'll wait for Steve to come back and then we'll kick it off.
Oh, sorry. 1 sec, guys. My bad.
No, it's all right, mate. Don't worry about it. All the time in the world. I've just wasted 2 hours in my life, so I can easily waste them all.
Yeah.
Liam, you're doing the controls on scoring the players, so.
Well, I'll do the controls.
Yeah. Okay. So you put in the numbers as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, Connie.
Sorry, I just had to fix up my Roku.
So
anyway.
We'll start off. So, Steve, how did you rate Freddie Woodman out with 10 on that performance today?
Do you want to? Sorry, mate. Don't you want to start off with welcome to scoring players?
No. Well, welcome to scoring the players.
This is scoring the players. Yes.
Yes. So, what did you make of Freddie Woodman's performance today?
I'd probably say 7 out of 10. I'll go. Yeah, probably 7. I don't think he was at fault for either of the goals. I don't think he did anything wrong. He positionally, I don't think he was too bad on any of them, really. I just, did a decent job of kind of helping out on corners and stuff. Was kind of he's a good goalie. The goalkeepers at Newcastle, that's probably the least of our concern, to be honest. We have depth in a position that is probably the least useful to have. We have 3. We have Dubravka's the number 1 standout, and then Darlow and Woodman are trying to get that number 2 spot. So,
do you think he's being tested yet?
Not really. I don't know. Because penalties, those are statistically you're on the back foot already.
Yeah.
In terms of that, the scorer, percentage wise, you're gonna concede the goal. But it was a good penalty from El Ghazi, power and a direction to it, pick a corner. So, and then the what was it? The other goal was that it wasn't his fault. Shar just completely fell asleep, and Ings with a really athletic, incredible finish bike. So, I thought he was decent, like a 7 out of 10.
Do you think he should have been that high, Brandon? 7 out of 10, 2-0 down.
I would say a 6.5.
Yeah,
I can come in I think it's a fair question. Is he really get tested yet? The only chance, like I said on the watch along already earlier, is he could have stopped that shot last weekend from Antonio, although it was a good strike. That's the only thing. So I don't know. I only think though Dubravka is a little bit more vocal, maybe even Dolo as well than Woodman. That's the case you can make. But besides that, no. I mean, mostly it comes down to the defense, how these goals are happening. So no, and it's already 2 pens as well.
Yeah.
Goals, so no, I don't think. So. Yeah, it's. I would probably go a little bit lower. 6.5 is fair enough, I think, for Freddie Woodman. How do you base yourself, mate?
It's hard because I think every goal that he's conceded, he couldn't have done much about really, and obviously it's just coming down to the players themselves.
Basically,
so I would have went 5 because he still let 2 goals in. Essentially, he could have had the best game in the world. He still conceded 2, hasn't he? And we still haven't won.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think we're a little bit too generous?
Too generous, yeah.
I mean, but at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
Let me know with who you agree. Do you agree with Liam, or do you agree more with Steve and me? 6.5, 7, or do you agree with Liam 5? Let us know in the comments.
So Brandon will move swiftly on to Mr. Jacob Murphy. How do you think he done?
Haven't really seen much of him actually. Not attacking wise, not defensively. I mean, I think the whole team went kind of bland the whole day.
Yeah.
So I cannot score him more than like a 4. He didn't have much of a miss really, but I would say a 4.
4, you're going with a 4, yeah. What do you think that, Steve? Is he 4 worthy or more?
Probably
or higher?
about. Yeah, I would agree a 4. Yeah, it's pretty anonymous. But
I mean, I like to make a case for the whole defense today. It was a bit better than last weekend. So
but
that's
was
why.
it? But was it? I mean, yeah, we conceded 2 compared to 4.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, like, I would like to compare them to last week, especially before we started the game. I thought the defense was looking a lot better with starting 11 than last weekend. I was more pleased to see the lineup. And okay, we conceded 2. 1 was a pen. So basically, it was a pen, but it wasn't really. I don't know. I guess I'm more pleased with the defense today than it was last weekend.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree, but that's my feeling.
Yeah, I do think most of the team today was anonymous. You couldn't even tell them who was playing on the pitch. It's just a bit frustrating all around, isn't it? I think that's potentially one of the weakest. That is probably Villa's weakest team. You would eventually say because they've got players missing.
Liam and Bailey.
Yeah.
Watkins. Yeah.
But I'll move on to Federico Fernandez. What are you saying, Brandon? Sorry.
Actually, a good comment. Like, sorry, I'm just drinking some beers and didn't really realize that we're actually not playing the strongest side of Villa.
Yeah.
I haven't really, because the game was so bland. I didn't really think about it. But now you mention it. Actually, you're right. It was not even the strongest side of Villa at all. So, yeah.
And we still got pretty comfortably beat.
Yeah.
That says a lot. That says a lot.
Sorry, go on, mate. Sorry.
We'll move on to Federico Fernandez. I'll take him. I don't think he'd done anything right, and I don't think he'd done anything wrong, did he? I don't think he was particularly tested as much, but I think I'm going to go with a 4. I don't think he was at fault for either the 2 of the goals, because obviously it was his centre back partners, wasn't it? It was, but for me, I don't even think Fernandez should be anywhere near that team.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's a bit slow. I think he showed towards the back end of last season that his age is catching up on him.
Yeah.
You prefer Clark over Fernandez, so?
Well, Clark over Fernandez. I would say Fernandez over Clark, and I would probably you probably got to say when are we going to bleed Watkins into that team as well, because he's went out and on to Wigan. So, but it's just interesting, isn't it? What do you lads make of his performance today?
I mean, yeah, today it wasn't great, but I don't know. I'm always a kind of a fan of Fernandez. I mean, last season he was always like I said, just as Clark as well. Like, and we used to mention that as well last season, pretty often that they'd always score a 5 or a 6. It's never like a 4 or whatever. But I think last season our defense was a bit. I don't know what's the problem. To be fair, yet we'll find out along the season, but I don't know. But maybe it's like you said, the age. I don't know. Could be.
Right. Steve, do you want to take Mr. Jamal Lascelles?
Fucking 2. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Why are you going 2 out of 10?
Huh?
Why are you going 2 out of 10?
It's piss poor. The fact that when you fall back, and he has his arm up, responsible for the penalty, just out of position, just looked slow and just like he has completely regressed over the past few years. Because he was on the verge of an England call-up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago? Something like that?
Yeah,
but
it was, yeah.
Now he wouldn't make the England Q team, man. He wouldn't make it's real bad.
Did he have many minutes in pre-season from what you can remember?
I don't think.
Oh. So is this like similar to Willock where they're both not fully fit yet, but then he's just I'll just throw them in?
Yeah. Seems like it. Again, another shit decision from Bruce to throw out a guy that doesn't have the full fitness yet.
Yeah.
But I got to evaluate what I saw. What I saw wasn't good from him. He's responsible for that. But
what do you think, Brandon? The 2 fair for Lascelles?
It's a bit harsh. You could go. I don't know. It sounds to maybe go for the 3 or 4, like Fernandes, but.
Why would you say that was harsh though? He essentially conceded us a goal.
Yep.
I know, but so did Shaw. So yeah, I would probably go with the 3, but yeah, I can't agree with this.
Adrian, explain how was Lascelles at fault for the first goal? Sorry, anyone? I thought it was more Shaw myself, so
yeah,
we can wait and see. Brandon, you can have Mr. Fabian Shaw.
Yeah, that's the one I would score a 2 actually instead of Lascelles. Lascelles probably score a 3 and Shaw a 2 because that's like a rookie mistake. He was defending at the goal. So a 2. What else can I say? Haven't been brought much offensively. Defensive wise, he wasn't there when he needed to be there. So a 2.
So the 2 out of 10. What does everyone make in the comments of Fabian Shaw's performance? That's
a fair score.
Yeah, I think we're never going to see that Fabian Shaw the first season under Rafa Benitez, where he's charging forward and putting screamers in against Burnley, are we? So what the people in the comments make, let's have a see what they're saying.
Someone said 4.
1. We've got a 1 as well.
Aiden said 4.
3, 2.
Yeah. We're all on the same page in turn. Like everyone, us 3, and pretty much everyone in the comments. We're all maybe different numbers, but they're not high up numbers. Nothing above a 4. So we all agree that he was pretty piss poor.
Yeah.
So it's actually an interesting comment by Andrew. Do you guys agree with this?
Yeah.
Shaw hasn't looked interested in a while. If I'm being honest, he didn't look interested the whole of last season, so it could just be a thing that he just wanted out. But you never know. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. He might look uninterested because he's getting coached by Steve Bruce. So
I mean, I do want to believe that players are motivated enough to play, and make the first team and be in the starting 11. So I don't know if that's really the case. I don't really much doubt most of the players, their motivation, to be fair. Some of them don't have the quality, and if it turns out that way, that's the way it is. I mean, imagine yourself in that place. You're at Newcastle, you don't have much time. Your motivation will go up to make the team and just make minutes and make the move, right? Or at least, I always have difficulties when people say I doubt people's motivation.
Nice goal.
For some people, you can, but I don't know. This one I can translate, Liam. This is in Dutch. Bruce is an eikel. That literally translates to like Bruce is a dick. So
He's a dick.
Del Boy is probably Dutch, or Belgium.
Does eikel mean? Does eikel?
Yeah.
That mean dick?
Eikel is like the top of your dick. It's like
we'll talk about something else.
It's like a bell
We don't need to discuss this right now.
Yeah.
It's try and keep it nice and clean, lads. Do you know what I mean? So we'll move on to Mr. Matt Ritchie. I think we discussed his performance during the match, didn't we? He didn't have a very good game. He seems to have lost any pace that he has had, because I think there was one point when he was going down the wing and he just got caught up so easily. For me, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know what you lads think, but is this probably Richie's final season at Newcastle, do you reckon?
Has to be.
I probably see him end here this season and go to a championship side. Probably. No, sorry, I'm just.
I know.
Shut up, American. No, just championship side, I guess.
Again.
No, I didn't, man. Leave me alone.
Right, continue, Brandon.
Yeah, go on.
Well, what did you make of his his performance today, Steve?
Slow, very, very slow. All of his balls were low and really ineffective, and Villa defenders, all they had to do is just get in the way of it. No trickery or any. I mean, he's not a skillful player necessarily.
I think that one key moment of the game when Liam mentioned actually on the watch along, like you saw how slowly Matt Ritchie was on the left hand side going forward. And I think that sums his season up. And actually, Liam said as well, like if he gets the ball around the 6-yard box, whatever, he can swing it in, but it's not the same Ritchie anymore. And I said after that, like probably Ritchie lost his magic hat. It's gone.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot. He has good character. He has good spirit, but
leadership.
I don't know, but with just that, you're not going to make it anymore in the Premier League, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have some ability.
Before we go any further, we're only 3 likes away from 100. So if you haven't already liked it, can you like the video, please?
Oh, eh?
So Steve, you'll have Isaac Hayden.
Liam, wait a second. We're not going further anymore with scoring plays unless we have the 3 likes.
Well, I think we could be here a while, to be fair. Like,
we have 103 now. We have 103. There you go. Go on. Check it.
Yes, we're actually on 104 now, so you can shut your mouth.
There you go.
Sorry, boss. I'll continue with the stream. Do you know what I mean?
Go.
So Steve, obviously Isaac Hayden got taken off at half time. It's potentially another injury because he was down in the first half for a little bit. What did you make of Isaac Hayden's performance today?
Again, the midfield overall, pretty anonymous. Like, I don't know. He looked kind of just look. He didn't look fit.
Yeah.
I don't think he looked fit. Like a 4 out of 10.
A 4 out of 10.
Maybe. I don't know.
Sorry, mate.
It sucks because the injury is gonna fuck with his fitness again. So our medical staff is fucking terrible. Whoever is running that is fucking. They're doing a terrible job. So
do you feel like we were overrun in the center of the park?
I would say so. I mean, it's just Buendia there were a few chances. You know, like I said, with the back 5, there's a huge gap in between midfield and defense and the attack, and there's just so much space, and it's real bad. But
yeah,
I
Wait,
wasn't impressed.
Liam, can I just make a case real quick?
One sec.
For Abraxas, he's a Leeds fan, and he just keeps showing up on our videos. I love that shit. Really.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abraxas, for being on again.
Well, what do you think of Hayden's performance today, Brandon? Obviously, you only had 45 minutes in with discussing it could have been an injury, or do you think Steve Bruce went more tactical and tried to go a bit more forward?
I would like to hope so. The last option you said, it might be a knock, probably, but I just hope to think that Steve Bruce like to think a little bit more attacking, especially after 2-0 down.
Yeah.
I would like to think so, but I don't know. Actually, watching on BM Sports now in an interview with Ivan Toney. That's crazy. Sorry.
We'll move on to the person that replaced him, Sean Longstaff at half-time. So what did you make of Sean Longstaff's appearance, Brandon, performance? I keep saying appearance, I mean performance.
Not much. Did he really have a chance to impact something? I don't know. Probably a 5. So why
are you going to 5?
Didn't do much, but didn't do anything wrong at all as well. So just a 5.
I thought he had some decent passing forward.
Yeah.
Nothing special, but he was great.
Yeah.
I agree with the 5. Yeah.
So do you feel went more attacking when he came on the pitch?
Not really.
Not really?
Overall, it was all blend. The only thing we went forward, it was just one chance of Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It was quite depressing to watch the two play.
Then we'll now move on to I'll take Willock, obviously the new signing.
Interesting.
I think it was a hard one from the day because I don't think he had much work from himself, did he? But obviously he played a couple of lovely through balls through. Obviously that penalty that was ruled offside was a pass from him, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously it seems like Willock and Wilson have a partnership together, so I think I'm going to be a bit harsh and probably go 4 out of 10 for Willock today. Obviously we've seen him play a lot, but then we've also seen Newcastle play a lot better, because I don't know if it was like we used, but watching that was like watching paint dry.
Yeah.
What did you make of his performance today, Steve? He could have went for 8 in a row scoring goals, but do you think he came in a bit too early?
What?
Do you think he came into the team a bit too early? Because obviously he didn't have many game minutes at Arsenal.
Who else were we going to put in?
Longstaff.
That's the problem. Jeff Hendrick or Jonjo Shelvey? No fucking thanks.
But I think Shelvey's injured.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So then we have Jeff Hendrick. Yeah, no. I would rather take the risk of, because he's our player now. We bought him. May as well give him game time.
Yeah.
Because he's young and he'll develop. Well, I say that, but we have fucking Bruce, so I don't know if there's much development of anything. But yeah, I don't, probably rushed in a bit, but I don't know. It's just it's a really bad situation we've got ourselves in.
Do we agree here, Steve? Do we agree here with Ginger?
4-2-3-1. Yeah, or a 4-3-3, something like that. Yeah.
The Dutch school, 4-3-3.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree with that, with Ginger.
Do we agree with, we need 2 new centre backs?
Yep, 2 new centre backs.
Two, really? That much?
I disagree. I don't think we need two centre backs. I think we need to improve in other areas in centre backs. I think we need to improve the middle of the park. But we'll move swiftly on. Brandon, you take Mr. Almiron. How do you think he done the day?
Invisible. Yeah. To give him a score, I guess.
It's a number between 0 and 2.
I don't know. 3.5. I like to give him.
Why that high?
Because he runs a lot, Liam. You know.
We're not using that excuse anymore. I'm sick of that excuse.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea. I just thought he was a bit better than the players we scored lower, so that's why I give him a 3.5. So
Okay.
not really a reason for it.
Right. Okay. So we'll move on to ASM. Stephen, you can take ASM if you want.
Looked, he wasn't himself today. I don't think. Feels it. Well, no, it doesn't feel harsh because I think it was like a 5 out of 10. I don't know. I don't think he got on the ball enough, but I just think he gets tired because he has to come get the ball for himself instead of getting service from others and getting the pass forward, because he has to spend so much energy just running around.
Yeah,
it's a bummer, but I thought he had a few runs that were nice. I just wish he would just kind of like get rid of the ball quicker. Like when you're around the box and stuff, I love the feints and the hesitations and stuff, but like maybe one less could make the difference between getting it to a player and then a shot on target or a block and a throw in over, wherever. But yeah, like a 5 out of 10, I'd say. It wasn't his best game, but again, I'll cut him some slack because he has been phenomenal. One of the only players over the past few years that you can say that about anyone at Newcastle. But
somehow with the defense being so terrible lately, I just think we have to make a case for giving Manquillo and Lewis actually a chance. I hate to say it. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Lewis, but I know Liam isn't as well. But it can't be much worse than it is now, I guess.
Yeah. So
Jamal Lewis at least has some pace about him.
Yeah.
Compared to Richie.
So we'll move on to Callum Wilson. Just because obviously I think we've started to get a few people waiting for the fan reaction, so we'll move swiftly on. Brandon, Callum Wilson, should he have scored that goal? Should he have scored at the very start? It would have changed the whole dynamics of the game.
Definitely. So because he was busy though, for how busy he could be for the Newcastle squad. I like to give him a 6 to be polite.
6. Why 6?
He should have scored a goal. So, but he's been busy. So his graph was good. So I would say a 6.
6. See, I think you're being very generous there. Like,
yeah. But I think he's the best player of today's squad. So that's like why I give him a 6. Can make a case for 5.5, but I don't know, like 5.5, 6 doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So the next player we're going to have is Steve. Joe Linton came on for probably about the last 20 minutes, from what I remember. He had some good movement at some points. Obviously, when he's not playing as a central striker, he can't get in. It looks like he can get in channels, and he's now maybe starting to find his feet a little bit in the Premier League. What did you make of his?
Yeah.
What did you make of his performance today?
It's hard to evaluate because it was only 20 minutes, but not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. Probably. Well, that's for Joe Linton standards. So I guess anything above like a 1 is pretty damn good. But I would say probably like a. Not the same as Wilson. Probably 5.5. 5.5.
Like if we don't want to offend Joe Linton, we can just also put him as like a non-applicable if you want.
No, 5.5. We'll go 5.5.
We'll have to do that.
What does Joe Linton have to do to get higher ratings? Do you reckon he has to score more? Or
be an influence in the play, influential in the
I would say just if he can just bring, and it's not much to ask, I guess, from a Premier League player. Put in 2 good crosses to Wilson or Gill, depends on playing. If Wilson don't get injured, if you get 2 good crosses in, which turn out to be a good goal scoring chance, then I think he did his job, and that's not much to ask for, is it?
Yeah. So we've got one final player to rate, and obviously it's Mr. Ryan Fraser, who only really came on for 6 minutes. Essentially, it was just a colossal waste of time. I think you guys all agree on that one. So now we'll move on to the big one. The big one, the cabbage head himself, Mr. Steve Bruce. Go on, Steve, you start.
Zero.
Zero?
Yeah,
Why
zero.
was it 0?
Yeah. Played for a draw, back 5, 90th minute sub. He did nothing. What did he do right today?
Okay, I will break into this. Yeah? So, okay. Steve scores him a 0. Okay, fair enough. But I like to make a small case for him. Like, if you would be available to bring the squad together for the starting 11, right? This is probably the squad that you put together on. Like, this is the squad you put out, right? So the squad setup was good, right? So that earns him some points. I like to think that he made some sort of attacking changes with Joe Linton on for, was it Fernandes?
Fernandes, yeah.
Fernandes, right? Yeah. So he was thinking attacking wise, so I like to give him a 4 to be generous.
What, Steve Bruce a 4 on today's performance?
No, 3.
Remember,
okay, let me rephrase that. 3.5.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then I'm content. I'm happy about it.
So Brandon's going with a 3. What is it, 3.5?
Yeah,
So what do the people in the comments think? Because I think you're gonna get slaughtered here, mate. Like a 3.5.
Okay.
I think I've got to go.
Liam, I like to make a case. Nobody can discuss the fact that the team that brought out today was probably the strongest side we can put out today, right?
But yeah, you could maybe argue the point Fraser in for Miggy, but obviously that's
then it's just necking, you know, like that.
Yeah, but
what about the opposition we were facing though? We were talking about this. That wasn't Villa's strongest team, and we got beat 2-0 and a comfortable 2-0. And we were kind of talking shit about Tyrone Mings before the game started, especially like Liam was like, he's not, and we didn't test him.
Yeah.
But is it up to the coach or is it up to the players?
Well, it's up to the coach to set the players out how he wants them to play, essentially. Obviously, you can argue the point when Steve Bruce picks that team, it's down to the players. So, Stephen, you said 0, didn't you?
You don't want to give some points to Steve Bruce that he picked the right 11, sort of.
I'll give him 1. I think I was going to go. Really? Going to go with a 2. So I think overall, I think that averages out. He probably averages out about with 2 across the 3 of it, doesn't he? 2.5. Probably seems. So I'm going with a 2 because that's what the calculator roughly said. So
it wasn't good.
Say that again. Sorry, Steve.
It wasn't. Bruce. Whether Brandon thinks it's a 3 or a 2 or a 0, we're all in these fucking tiny numbers out of 10.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. That's fine. We can disagree, but I'm just saying that we were coming up against a Villa team with no Leon Bailey, no Watkins, and all this other stuff, and the fact that we went 2-0 down, and then all of a sudden he put himself in that predicament to set up a back 5, and then to sub out a center back. How about you start the game with Joe Ellington and Callum Wilson? How about you go 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1? Don't put yourself in a hole. I don't give him any credit for that. I really don't, because you put us in a fucking position where we're 2 down. That's just me.
Okay, Steve, I agree with you, right? But I mean, I think maybe 80% of the Newcastle fans who saw the lineup were quite content, right?
Yeah, the lineup was.
So that's where I rate my rating one a bit, and for the substitution rate, he part at least sort of attacking wise. So, you know.
We got no points from today. We have no goals. We had no midfield. Callum Wilson was pretty much the only one inside of the Villa box, and I don't know. That's just me. We all agree he's a fucking terrible manager.
That's it.
So obviously, that is the player ratings. I think that's what we're calling it. Done for the day. So straight after this, we've got the fan reaction show with Brandon and who else?
Steve, I guess.
Brandon and Steve doing it. And obviously, I'm going to disappear. So if you haven't liked the video, make sure you like it and subscribe. But I'm going to jump off because I've got 2 hours to find. I've got 2 hours to go and do something I actually want to do instead of just wasting 2 hours of my life. So thank you so much for watching paint dry with us for the last 2.5 hours of my life. So thank you, lads. Obviously, enjoy the fan reaction show, and I'll jump off now, and you can take
Liam,
lead.
thank you so
Take
much
care,
for
Liam. Nice
See you later, lads.
See you, mate.
Take care.
Cheddar.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Post. Oh.
Let me change this real quick. There we are. No, we're not. Here, there we go. Everyone who wants to come on the fan reaction show, the link is pinned in the comments. If you want to have your say on today's game, go ahead, jump on. We got already a few people. Actually, we're quite full. Actually, we have Dalian, Andrew, Proudplug, Andrew. We have loads of people. Steve, can you just go on for a second? I just need to go to the loo, and then we jump on. Hi. I'll be back in. Just do what you want. Sing a song or whatever.
Yes. What's going on, people? Actually, hold on. I gotta do something real quick. Yes. This. All right. All right. So I'll read some of your comments. Ogre Glazer, Shrekyar. Oh, Ollie Gunner. Yeah. Bruce playing for goal difference in February. LOL. Yeah, pretty much. What else we got for comments here? Gotta pull up this. Good show as always, boys. Thanks for Matt Armstrong. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. What else we got for comments? Ginger Hosking. We didn't win for 20 matches last season. Playing 5-4-1, 5-3-2 is even worse. Yep, pretty much. Steve Bruce is so pessimistic. Steve Bruce 2.5 rating from Matt Armstrong. Kind of generous, but hey, he's all shit. What's going on, Brandon?
Back again.
Fuck yeah, sounds good.
Let me change the description of the video, and then you can ramble on. Let me check if that worked. Okay, keep going through the comments, maybe.
Yeah, of course. What else we got? Ogre Glazer Shrekyar again. Bruce is unprogressive. Newcastle will play like this until they end up like Stoke. Sack now. Agreed, 100%.
Okay, everyone. I think we're back. Right? We're all set up. Cheers, mate. We'll go through the comments. So everyone who's ready for the fan reaction, we're starting off now. So we'll start. Everyone, welcome to the fan reaction. If you want to have your say about today's game, it was dreadful. It was disappointing. It was however you want to call it. Come have your say on the fan reaction show. How you felt about it. We got a lot of people waiting actually. We will start who is first in line, and that's we'll start. I guess. Wait, I need to have. Give me a second.
Listen to that annoying.
Andrew and P. Willock. Yes, this works. Sorry, PG, you're a little bit covered with the outdoor, but I don't think it. We want to see your pretty face.
There we go.
At least you have a good top on.
Oh, that's a nice chair, Pete.
I got you. What's your general feeling of today, PG?
It's bollocks. It was just bollocks again, man. I mean, if you defend like that, you know what's going to happen. I mean, the first goal, it's laughable. It's absolutely laughable. One long throw into the box. Defence goes to sleep. What's Fabian Schär doing? I don't really know. It's a cracking goal, but it's a goal that's preventable. Mind you, he should have scored early on, Wilson. That's probably one miss of the season.
Peter, did you find a Rasta sitter today from Callum Wilson? That probably the only chance we had today.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed in him?
Should have scored, but he was probably only our best player out there the day. Despite the miss, the rest were awful. I thought Miggy was anonymous. I thought ASM didn't have his best game. Willock, I thought, went missing in the second half. In the defend, it was just garbage.
Yep.
And their penalty, it's 100% a penalty. It's a penalty all day long. Lascelles' arm is out.
I guess I have to agree with you. Andrew, same question for you.
I don't think Villa even played that well. They didn't even need to really break sweat to beat us, and that's the embarrassing thing. But we didn't really do it. I think I don't think Steve Bruce, things he said last year about playing 5 at the back, I don't think he actually believes in it. But the players were like, no, we want to play 5 at the back, so he went to playing 5 at the back. He doesn't really. I don't think they coordinate very well. Even Lascelles coming back in today doesn't look fit. Willock didn't look fit. I just wish he'd talk more about those. I know what will happen now. He'll go, oh, it's a soft penalty. He'll deflect.
Just a question, yeah. Do you have your hand on the mic by any chance? Because
No.
At least I have to.
Is that better?
I hope so. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Go on.
No. So I think Steve Bruce will deflect, but I just don't really know what our style of play is. That's the worst thing. We don't actually have a style of play. The style of play is hit to Wilson and give the ball to ASM, and that's it. We don't really have an idea of how we're going to create chances or anything like that. Almiron is just going missing at the moment. I just think a lot of them, and this is just my personal opinion, a lot of them are just they've all regressed since Rafa left. A lot of them. Fabian Schär was so much better. Almiron was so much better. The defending, we're not organised either.
Peter, I've got a question for you. With Freddie Woodman in goal though, and Dubravka out for probably a long time, as I can imagine though. Would you rather start Darlow instead of Woodman, or being thinking that, at least I think my opinion is that Darlow is more focal.
Well, true, but you kind of put the blame on Freddie Woodman.
No, I don't. It's just a different discussion, for the rest of the season. And I don't want to blame Woodman at all. Just to make that clear.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't think it would make much of a difference if we change goalkeeper, because our defence at the minute is so brain dead. It's going to be the same old. It'll be the same old. It really, really is.
Yeah.
So,
what needs to change?
It's not going to make a difference.
What needs to change?
We need new defenders here for stars. We've had the same defenders for a very long time. Like Lascelles, Fernandez, Fabian Schär, they've been at this club for a few years. We've got Emil Kraft now into his 3rd season. Sorry, but he is absolutely abysmal. Well, we could do with some fresh ideas in the back, because if we consist with the same defense now, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse now.
Yeah, I agree. We need new bodies in. People getting older, like for the likes of Fernandez, for the likes of Matt Ritchie. We're getting old legs, to be fair. Under Rafa Benitez, I imagine it's basically almost the same defense that we had that time.
Mm-hmm.
It was better. but I think the years played up somehow.
Yeah,
And you can, if that's true, you cannot blame them. But they need the reinforcements.
exactly.
So yeah, if we cannot get at least one wing back and one centre back in before this end of the transfer window, we kind of fucked, I guess.
Until January, bare minimum, yeah.
Does any of you guys, you guys probably know, when does the transfer window close, actually?
End of August.
End of August.
September 1st, yeah.
September 1st.
So we have a small, well, Ashley or Charlie or whoever do the case needs to work, because if they're realistic and if they're even bothered, that's probably the main question. They need to go back to work, you know.
Yep.
I mean, we seem to only be being linked with loan players at the moment as well, which is just not really.
I don't mind loan players if they're an asset.
Yeah.
But
I mean, what's wrong with loan player? Joe Willock was a loan player.
Yeah. No. It's fine, but we've had so long to plan these windows. Like everyone said last year, we need a right back. Like, this is important. I'm pretty sure Steve Bruce probably even said we need a right back. And the club just takes ages, healing the problem. Like what you said is so true. Lascelles, Richie and Shelvey are pretty much our leadership group. They're all living off performances from 3 years ago. Like, the team needs, the squad as a whole needs freshening up. You look at the table, Newcastle, Norwich, Burnley are at the bottom. Like, that's what it's going to be like for most of the season at the moment.
And this reaction actually by Paul Niels hits the nail on the head. I seriously consider looking at some academy centre backs if you can't sign anyone.
But Bruce won't do that.
We loaned out Steve Watch. We sold Lejeune to Alaves. Yeah. And that's the problem of all Newcastle. We don't give the youth academy any chance as we should, because it's good players. We don't need to pay much more for them. You have them in your squad, so I don't know. It looks really dreadful.
2 games in, and we were already accepting it's going to be a shocking season. Like, it's quite depressing, really, isn't it? And it's like things that could have been prevented. Like the Joe Willock signing is a good signing.
Yes, but we need more. Like attacking wise, we're okay, sorta. Yeah. But last thing before I let you go, guys, we play Burnley 25 of August at home. Quickly prediction. With Presley, your today's game in head.
Well, because I think Burnley on the ropes as well. If we go out attack, you've got a chance.
It's the only game.
If you play like against West Ham.
Yeah, I think scrappy 1-0 it could be.
I think it's the only game we're going to have more possession than the other team. It's like the only team who don't retain the ball as we actually hold the ball longer. But I actually watched the Burnley-Liverpool game, and Burnley did cause Liverpool some problems. So,
and same thing with when they played Brighton.
Yeah.
I
think probably I'll go for a 1-1 draw.
Peter, Andrew, thank you so much for being on. We have more people who want to be on.
No problem.
Peter, you want to announce something for your channel, or?
Yeah, feel free to check me out. It's PD Proudlock. I've just got a quick notes out, and I'll be doing a player ratings video at some point as well.
Andrew, you want to put something out for your YouTube channel or OnlyFans page or whatever? No. You don't have OnlyFans or whatever? No? Okay. Okay, cheers, lads. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on.
See ya, Peter. Ciao, mate. Yeah, sums it up, Steve, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You look depressed.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say, man.
We got 2 other people who want to come on, who are quite regulars for ours as well. Dejan, Andrew. Good to have you guys on.
What's going on, guys?
All right, Andrew. Good to see you, mate.
Who wants Who's the most furious?
I haven't got the energy to be
I'm
furious,
not happy.
mate.
I'm
don't?
not happy.
Go on.
Andrew, go on.
Do you want me to go first, Andrew, or do you
Please,
want to go
mate,
first? Right.
Please.
Okay. I don't really want to defend the defenders. Haha, pun. Whatever. Because I don't think they had a very good game today at all.
Yeah.
But I do want to make a different point to some of what people have been saying in the comments and the two guests that we had on just now. I think it's less to do with the defenders that we've got, the players that we've got in those positions, and I think it's really got to do with the style of football and the way we play. Because I'll allude again to the point that I made at half-time. When you lose the ball consistently and you can't maintain possession and you invite in pressure on yourselves with Aston Villa having the ball, I think it has a psychological effect on the players where eventually, if the opposition continues to have the ball and continues to create chances, then eventually you're going to make a mistake, or you're going to make a couple of mistakes. And I think that's what happened today. And that was the case with last week's game as well, because first half of last week, obviously we played quite well, and you wouldn't have pointed out or you wouldn't have noticed the defensive frailties in the first half of last week's game, or you wouldn't have noticed or pointed out the defensive frailties in the first 25 minutes of this week's game. But it's when Newcastle start to lose the ball and when the pattern of play in the game starts to go in favor of the opposition, because obviously they have more composure in keeping the ball, then I think that's when at some point in the game you see players making mistakes in defence. I mean, with Jamal Lascelles with the penalty, I do think that was a penalty, but at the end of the day, I don't think it was intentional. He was sort of trying to lift his leg up to block the ball, and his arm was out because he was trying to balance himself. So I wouldn't really blame him for that. It's just it's a consequence of Villa having the ball in and around our box for all of that time. Other than that, I said at halftime we need to put Sean Longstaff on the pitch to try and make a difference in midfield and retain possession of the ball. But what does Steve Bruce do? He substitutes Longstaff for Hayden. Hayden, who, yes, okay, Hayden wasn't having a great game in the first half. But ultimately, they're slightly different players, but they play in more or less the same position. So Hayden's a bit more defensive and he doesn't pass the ball as much. But Sean Longstaff is a holding midfielder. And you've got Almiron, who, in my opinion, was absolutely horrendous today. I thought he was just running into brick walls, getting beat in the physical game. And you've also got Jacob Murphy, who dived in the first half, where he should have got booked.
I was so pissed about that dive. Yeah. That really.
And then in the second half, when Sean Longstaff, I think we had the ball. We had the ball on the right in defence, and someone passed the ball to Sean Longstaff, and Sean Longstaff, he was trying to build the play up, so he passes the ball back to Murphy. Murphy, he's got about 2 seconds time on the ball, so he's got time to think about what to do, whether to take the player on or pass it back. Yeah. He loses the ball, and then he pulls the player back, and he gets a yellow card. And I thought at that point, Bruce, you need to take Murphy off, because Murphy's completely useless in this game. His head's not in the game. And you need to take Almiron off, because Almiron's having absolutely no impact. And Almiron wasn't just invisible. I think he was visibly making mistakes, for me at least. That's what I was seeing. Yep. So
Dan, everyone, can you guys cut you off or just this comment actually? With I actually quite agreed on. It's by Ariat, whatever. No one gonna talk about how bad Hayden was. Was he that bad?
Whole team was bad. That's one thing.
But
how many successful passes did Hayden make, and how many tackles did he make? I wonder. I bet it wasn't many.
I'm trying to tell you.
I didn't notice Hayden too much, to be honest. He didn't have a good half, but I didn't notice him that much.
To be expected. He's not played a lot of football either, though, has he? I mean, For me, I think you hit the nail on the head. Miggy wasn't just invisible; he was part of the problem we were getting forward. Every time the ball went up to him, Villa aggressively pressed him, and he got bullied off the ball. And then every time the ball went up to him, no one was willing to go beyond him to try and take a ball because we were going to lose the ball every single time.
Yeah.
And
It's like we have.
Andrew, just a small thing. If you want to your face a little bit more in the screen, you just might want to drop it a little bit down.
A bit better. Sorry, it's just where I've got my phone, mate.
There we see your pretty face. There you go.
You didn't want to look at my dish anyways, mate, huh? No, but I'll be honest, I'm glad the game finished when it did, because I think if the game had gone on a few more minutes, I think we might have been seeing a Wilson red card. He was clearly frustrated at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Not just with the decisions, but I think with the SM, every time he got the ball, I think Steve mentioned it earlier, he's not releasing the ball. He's not making runs off the ball. He's just coming deep to wait for the ball, and then all Villa do is put 3 players around him. He's got to wait for someone else to receive the ball and then make a run. You can't take everyone on every game.
So if you put it that way, it's actually easy sailing for Aston Villa today.
Sorry?
If you put it that way, it's actually smooth sailing today for Aston Villa.
It was easy game for them, mate.
It's so comfortable for Villa.
Yeah. The thing that makes me so angry, I think, or that frustrates me so much, is that I saw in the first half, for the first 25 minutes, that Newcastle were competing with Villa in terms of the chances that we were creating. I mean, Wilson had that chance early on where he should have scored one-on-one. He didn't score. Sometimes that happens, but for me, it's the tactical inaptitude that's the reason for Newcastle just falling out of the game and making the mistakes that we did. Because I think we do.
He's got to put that chance away at the start of the game. He's got to put that chance away. If he puts that chance away, we might have been talking about a total different game.
Yeah, it's true.
Very true.
The thing is, when the luck doesn't go your way, like it didn't today, it didn't go our way with the penalty decision that I think still should have been a penalty, even though he was marginally offside. I think the rule needs to change.
Yes.
To be honest,
I agree.
And with that, and with Wilson's chance,
I was 30 seconds behind, and I saw from the guys were saying penalty, right? So I saw it after them, and when I saw the situation, I saw that's offside. There's no way of penalty. So let alone the challenge alone, that was offside. So no, I never had to believe that would have been. I hoped so, but
didn't we see a situation last week where in last season's rule it would have been offside when I think it was Man United game, where they've given the advantage to if you look at the replay, it's only Wilson's front of his foot that's offside. Granted, yes. What Brandon's saying is, yes, technically, it is offside. But I thought we were meant to be given the advantage to the attacker. I mean, there's no way they can guarantee that it's got to be about 1.5 centimetres offside. It's ridiculous, really. But he endangered Wilson. He's the whole top of his body went across his shoulders. What if Wilson had been injured for the rest of the season after that challenge?
Aye. Someone made a comment that it was very much like the Pickford challenge on Van Dijk from last season, and I personally.
There was Steve. Steve was saying the line is getting bigger and bigger, and also with like the yellow card. I think the yellow card still stands. I guess.
Yes, it did.
And that's what Steve was mentioning, right, Steve?
Oh yeah, I was also mentioning the Pickford and Van Dijk incident. How Pickford didn't get carded, even though there was an offside on the play when Van Dijk tore his ACL or something like that, had a real bad injury. So I was surprised that Martinez had that. He got carded even though it was an offside play. I was surprised about that.
I think it's still endangering your opponent, though, isn't it? So
I personally think there needs to be a caveat with the offside rule in relation to penalties, because I think unless it's a clear and obvious offside where the linesman puts their flag up and signals for offside, then the rest of the players around, so the defenders and the goalkeeper, are still playing or acting as if the game's in open play, right?
Yeah.
So even if it does get called back and it gets shown that it is offside by a marginal amount, the goalkeeper is still he's still committed to transgression. He's still endangered the player, and the keeper's still thinking that the ball's in play. So in my opinion, they need to change the rules and make that still a penalty, even if it is marginally offside, because in a way the keeper's got away with one in that circumstance.
Yeah. But
I think the biggest thing I've seen today was.
So my only more question is to you guys lot. What needs to be better for next game?
The team's got to be more cohesive. The gaps between the defence, midfield, and strike force are just so far too big.
Because it's a 5 at the back. That's the problem with 5 at the back formations. It's too far from defence to midfield to strikers. Yeah, absolutely.
Only if your wing backs aren't doing their jobs properly.
Yeah.
I like to keep this comment on. Richie looks too slow, so slow and paced now. Does he need to be dropped?
He's a ball in a China shop, mate. He give a free kick away 10 minutes into the game, and you could McGinn, great touch. On another day, if that's another 5 yards infield, that's a free kick, and McGinn sticks it in the top bins. He does it constantly. He's renowned for it since he's been at Newcastle. As much as we're all like him for his work rate and everything, at the minute he's an absolute liability. The team shapes off because of him, and it affects Jacob Murphy on the other side as well when we don't have the ball. So for me, he's got to go back to a 4, or he's got to find a solution to who's going to play left back and right back, because at the minute you can't play Richie Murphy, especially against Southampton, because they're a very good side on the ball and they do attack well in the transition. And when we're in trouble is when we'll have the ball and then lose it.
100%.
I'd like to ask you a question, because I got Dylan ready. Dylan Ryan, he knows, to join us. But I got one other guy, Nicholas, but I'm not sure if he can join. If he doesn't join, who wants? One of the two wants to join us for the fan action still. You guys figured it out. Dave, Andrew.
I've kind of just got one more thing to say, really.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you asked what needs to change for next week, and something that kind of dawned on me today as I was watching the game is that going forward, there's very little in terms of trying to play the ball or pass the ball through the middle, and a lot of the time, unless it's like ASM or Miggy or Wilson, kind of like holding up the ball and then running through, like that's the only thing that's happening through the middle, and we're playing the ball out wide a lot for crosses, and in a way, I think it's becoming quite predictable. Where
that's exactly what he said today. Liam said today on the watch along, there is no fucking energy through the middle. It's all going from the sides, and and it's becoming quite predictable. And other teams, other teams know how to deal with it. I think. Finish it, mate. You were about to say something, but
it's pump the ball into the box and hope for the best. And the problem is the only players that were getting wide are Jacob Murphy and Matt Ritchie. The only time when we looked dangerous today was when other players got the ball wide, like ASM on the right-hand side in the second half got wide. But he was only able to do that because we switched shapes. So again, it goes to we need to switch shapes.
Just a question for you, Dean and Andrew. Who wants to drop out for Dylan?
Who's
got dropping out if you've got more that you want to.
I'll drop out because I'll be losing my voice in a couple of minutes anyways.
Okay, I'll stay on for a couple of minutes then.
I'll go. Catch you later, lads.
Take care.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Good to have you on again.
Yeah.
See you, mate.
No bad. Take care, mate.
Chill out. Just before we go on, everyone. I hear myself. Anyway, everyone who wants to join the show, feel free. The how you say it, the link is down in the pinned comment. So if you want to join, feel free to join. Have your say. Even if you want Villa fans or fans from other clubs, we don't care. We'd love to hear your opinion about the game.
Yeah.
Please go on. Later we have actually footage from Johnny, Lily, everyone who watched the game. We will have them on. So
Right. Brandon, I don't know if you know, but there's a bit of a feedback loop on your end, I think, or on someone's end.
well, I don't think it's mine. I think look, I think it's fine now, isn't it?
Ah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Dylan, it's you. So
He has the YouTube open, I think.
Yeah. You need to switch your YouTube off.
all right. Yeah.
There you go. Or wait, maybe not.
Okay.
I think
Technical difficulties. We'll be back with you in a minute.
Wait. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we can get Dylan on again. He's here. Okay, give me a sec. How are we gonna do this? Wait, two. Yeah. Can you talk, Dylan, please?
Hello.
No, I have to myself, man. Wait. It's gonna be
Awkward.
different, Dylan. Can you sort out some headphones or whatever?
Aye.
You
I'll
do.
drop out.
Okay. If you get some headphones, it should sort out the problem, I think.
Sorry, mate. I have to pick you because it's really annoying for the stream.
Ah,
Okay. Sorry, lads. Yeah, I think what else we have to go on about for next game. We talked about what has to be changed. Dan, what did you make of Steve Bruce's interview of Newcastle? Sorry, BBC Newcastle Radio. Sorry.
I've not watched it, or I've not seen it. No.
Okay.
No.
So, because some people made a case of that he wasn't tested enough. I think people who came on asked him some decent questions, and he was quite alright.
Right.
Like seriously, like when I see Steve Bruce on Newcastle Fans TV BBC Radio, or no, that's not true. Not Newcastle Fans TV, Newcastle BBC Radio. Sorry, mate. He sounds like a decent bloke, and definitely where even the age difference, I would probably have a drink with him. But I was thinking, like, you look and sound like such a good bloke, but I don't think you sound like someone who could be a manager of a professional football team. You know?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, I went through a period last season where I thought Bruce was an arsehole because anyone in their right, anyone with integrity, I thought would have resigned from the job after not having won a game for 20 games. But I don't necessarily think like he's someone with. I don't think he's a malicious person, someone with malicious intent. I just think he's not competent for the job that he's doing.
he's a terrible manager. Yeah.
I'm not. I think it's like people that insult him on the basis of how he looks or like who he is as a person. Like this is just silly.
I want to make a case for Steve Bruce because I actually think like when I run into him and have a chat with him, I think we can probably really get on good, you know, because he sounds like a decent bloke. But like people who give him stick or whatever, or give him death threats or whatever, give them to me. I come to you to England, and I have a talk for Bruce, you know, like.
But I mean, Brandon, most people are decent blokes at the end of the day. Like you're a decent bloke.
No one deserves death threats. Yeah.
No.
But his job is to be, you know, manager of Newcastle United Football Club in the Premier League. So, you know what I mean?
Just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean that you can that you're able to work any job in the world. Some jobs you just don't have the skill set for, whether that be mentally or physically or whatever.
And that's exactly my job, man. I'm a plumber, and I don't even know how to connect the pipe. So, but I sell myself as a plumber. Who cares?
Okay.
But yeah,
All right,
it's,
all
it's Bruce may be a nice guy, but a nice guy doesn't mean that you're a good manager, and he's a fucking horrible manager. That's all I'm concerned about.
I just wish in his press conferences when you hear him after the match, I wish, you know, every now and again he would talk with more conviction. I wish I'd see him impassioned every now and then, like he was angry either with himself or with the players, because he's always making excuses.
A bit more humble, maybe.
Yeah.
Humble.
Right.
Well, I think like too much of the time he's talking about luck, or he's talking about if the game had gone this way, or if this had happened differently. He needs to. Yeah,
he talks like a fan. He talks like a fan, and he says he is a fan. So, like, I mean, if you really think about it, the way he talks on TV, he talks like a fan. Yeah. Like, if you're a fan of Newcastle, you probably say the same thing, don't you?
Yeah.
If you're really honest about it. Besides hating Bruce or whatever, if you're honest about it, that's how you would talk about, like, for example, if you made it from Bournemouth or whatever, I don't know, and you ask like, how was the game? You'll probably say the same sort of thing, like you would make up excuses why you lost because you think your team is the best, you know.
And you're hoping for a bit more insight from a manager than you are from a fan, aren't you?
And he's a manager, yeah.
Exactly.
So,
should we get some more fans on, Brandon?
Sorry?
Should we get some more people on? Do you think?
Yeah. Who else is? Well,
nobody is there. So no.
Okay.
I think we should quit it. Actually, nobody wants to get on. So, Lee told me as well, if there's not much people on, everyone, there will be soon a video of all the lads who went to the game. It will be out in, if I'm generous, in 45 minutes, 1 hour from now. So that's going to be probably the first reaction and probably the group up. And they're going to talk about the game live from the ground, outside the ground. I don't know. Maybe they have a match vlog or whatever. I don't know what they did, but I think it will be good as well. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Steve, thank you so much for sticking along all the time. It's
of course.
4 hours. I don't know, Dan. Thank you for being in the comments. Thank you.
Yes, appreciate it, man.
Are you a member of the channel now, Steve? Like,
yeah, I've been a member for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
Or are you talking about
Good thing actually.
You're part of the channel pretty much at this point.
He is part of the channel. So are you, don't you?
I guess, yeah. I'm a
but
fairly
you're
regular.
a member already, or you don't?
I just became a member today, actually.
Nice.
Okay. Really?
I thought I'd do it because you have me on every week, so I just give something back.
Okay.
It's nice.
Thank you, man.
Last thing I want you to do for the people who are not member yet, please convince them why they should be member and why they should subscribe at least to Newcastle Fans TV.
Yes. Okay, people. So here's the thing. You want Newcastle content? We got that. You want a Discord chat to chat with a bunch of other Newcastle fans? We also offer that. And you know what? The more that you talk and, the more that you get to know everyone there, it's an awesome community. We talk about anything Newcastle, football. We all had a lot of fun talking shit to each other from the Euros and stuff like that. And, it's a really good community. We talk about anything really. We sometimes get into sometimes get political even. That hasn't happened in a while, but
also when it comes to mental health, if someone goes through something.
We've had a few times where people. Yeah.
For example, I like to bring on for example, Josh today. Josh had some problems with his father. I like to wish you the best, mate. I hope your father will do well.
Absolutely.
Will be good, mate. That's all of the Newcastle Fans TV channel, man. We are all together, and it just comes with a small payment of like $2, $1.99, I think, is the lowest standard you can step into.
Yeah,
and I think the highest is now $5.99 or $4.99. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not much. You support the channel. We put the money back into the channel. It's not for us. we try to do better content, better camera work, better mic work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it, mate.
Right.
Steve,
I'd just like to say thank you as well. I guess
course.
like to the guys on the channel, because like I went through a period, like you were talking about mental health. I went through a period earlier this year where I was having sort of some mental health problems.
Of course.
I guess like having the football every week as a Newcastle fan, like that kind of had something to ground me in the week, and then having the opportunity like just to talk with people about the game afterwards. I think like you offer a really good service
That's huge,
to people.
man. Thank you.
Fans. Yeah.
hey,
Appreciate it.
when you tell me this, I'm part of Newcastle Fans TV now. Like what, 1 hour, 1 year, 1.5 year? I don't know, but if you tell me this, thank you, man.
No worries. Thank
do
you.
my
I
heart.
appreciate it.
We have also
thank you, yeah.
people like on the fan reaction, you connect with the people, you know, and that's what I like. But also, for example, Elliot, who everyone probably knows. Everyone knows he has some sort of thing, and we like to give him a stage. You know, like we want to give everyone a stage, and
Yeah.
that's the best thing.
I think like the thing about it is like I've never actually met any of you in person, but like I've been watching the channel and like coming on for long enough now that I feel like if I met you in the street, like I'm already kind of mates with you. You know, I already know you. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sure,
and that's the beautiful thing of modern technology. You know.
For sure.
So if you come down in Newcastle now, I have ways to figure it out before doing the 10-day quarantine. I figured it out. We'll probably have to meet up.
Okay, I'm near Glasgow at the moment, but I'm hoping to come down some point this season to one of the games.
I'm not going to Glasgow.
Okay, all right. Right.
Okay, everyone.
Thank
you so much. This was the fan reaction.
Cheers.
Everyone have a good one, and let's hope on a better result next fucking week.